All right, man. So hello. You are now on the Ave right now with your boy Louis. I got Jess in the building. I got Eddie in the building. We got Gigi in the building. You know what I mean? We feeling good. We done had a few conversations to get things started. You know what I mean? Last episode, y'all not gonna see it because unfortunately it was a technical difficulty. I apologize for that. That's on me. It won't happen again. We got too many backup plans. Plus, I'm just gonna make sure personally I never fuck up like that again. But here we are, you know what I'm saying? We kicking it off again. We got some new hosts in the building on camera again. I want to let y'all get y'all shit off real quick, you know what I'm saying? Just to introduce yourselves to the people so they can know who y'all are. Also, Eddie, too, because I thought about it, bro. Like, people know me because I'm always in the camera, you know what I'm saying? But people need to know y'all as well because we building a family as we do this podcast thing and people going to be growing with us. Part of the things that help people grow with us is them getting a personal attachment to us, you know what I mean? So, everybody go off.
Yep. All right, go ahead and start, Jesse.
All right. Well, yeah, Jessica, got recruited from Charlotte, North Carolina. Been living in Jacksonville for about 8 months now. It's my home. Most of my family already lived here, so I'm just happy to kind of settle in. They already got a lay of the land. Go Jags sometimes. But I'm a Phillies fan, so when it's time to talk about sports, when I go up for the Eagles, it'll be that for them. We are going to the Super Bowl. Thank you very much. You can follow me on Instagram, Jessie2X. And yeah, I'm here to bring you the excitement, the very much propaganda, the automatopoeia, bow, 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 all of the shits, the shenanigans, the giggles, the laughs, the kikis.
I'm just going to say, I hate the fact that I'm going to dislike this side of the couch for the rest of the NFL season because that's a Bills fan and that's an Eagles fan, and they are the most annoying fans in NFL outside of Dallas. And I'm having a down season as a 49er fan, so I just don't like this side of the couch, but it's okay. I love y'all regardless.
No, man, you can come to the winning circle.
I love y'all regardless. Let me make sure the logo's showing on the screen. There we go. Boom. Okay, Gigi, it's on you.
I thought Amel should go next.
Go ahead, G.
Nah, he been here. He ain't new here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's up? I am G or Gigi. Don't do that. Stop.
My bad.
How do you say that? Also known as.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Also known as Giovanni Valiente. One and only.
You gotta say the whole thing. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a name that's gonna live on. Like, that's your actual name.
Yeah.
That's names that actresses, like, you know how actresses have like a regular name and then they go add on the name to have as a celebrity name. That's a name that they would choose. I'm so glad I'm starting the movie with you. They gonna be like, who you starting with?
That part, you just say the last name, right?
Yeah.
To make it sound good.
Yeah.
But yes, born and raised in Jacksonville. So shout out to Duval.
My boss.
Duval, born and raised.
You a Jags fan too?
I am not a Jags fan, but I will support you guys any day. You know,
please don't do that.
I'll support, but
she gotta do what she gotta do because we got Jags fans. We got Jaguar players that are fans of the podcast as well. So shout out to the homies. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gonna show them love. Although I did tell him personally, like bro, y'all trash. You know what I'm saying?
Just go to the games. Let's be
No, we go to the games. We have a ball. We have a ball in the games. We have a ball in the games.
Effort into it because you'll get let down and you'll be mad.
Yeah.
Home, so
You just go there for the festivities.
Right. Have a good time.
Just to exist.
Tailgate.
As my homie girl Tamara likes to say, just vibe.
Just vibe.
Just vibe.
Just chill.
Just vibe.
Eddie.
Yeah. So this is Eddie.
This is Eddie.
This is Eddie.
They know you on Instagram, bro. They know you.
Yeah.
They know you.
That's about it. I'm Eddie. Y'all been watching the podcast. Y'all already know who I am. So this.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Check it out.
What would you say you bring to the podcast?
I bring a little bit of humor. I bring some.
You bring bullshit.
Some banter. I bring.
He call it humor. He call it bullshit.
Nah.
I call it bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
That nigga said Beyonce last episode.
What episode?
You right. You right.
Right? That clap.
It would never be seen.
Y'all would never see the episode. So, but yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
I'm happy to be here. Podcast, this episode was
7, man. We on 7, man. This is fire, man. 7 episodes, man.
Yeah, welcome Gigi. Welcome Jess.
I'm here. Right.
Broadway.
You not gonna applaud them?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Appreciate it.
Dang. Teammates.
Conversation of
Our boy Dion not here right now, but he'll be back.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can we get into that conversation prior to the pod starting? I really think we should kind of just.
Are we talking about public school versus private school?
That can
That
work.
too.
What was the other one? Oh, the situation?
More so, how you feel you cannot kiss a person.
Oh, shit, you talking about that one. You know, we can dive into that. I'm not afraid of it.
He's afraid to kiss a girl.
No, I'm not afraid. So, all right, so for the viewers, before the podcast started, we had a conversation about eating coochie, but not kissing, right? And, you know, as y'all know in the previous episode, I'm a muncher. Munch me up. Campaign, vote for Louis. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know, for me specifically, I can't explain it, but kissing is a lot more intimate to me. So yes, if we fucking or having sexual experiences and you're safe, I'm gonna eat you out, but I won't kiss you because I feel like to me, that comes with more on my behalf. So if I'm kissing you, I know that I'm kissing you because I got feelings for you. Because I only kiss people that I'm actually dating. It's a certain experience you get. Because it's women that literally be like, so you're not gonna kiss me? And I'm like, but you let me give you a head. It's different to me. I don't know what to call it. I'm sorry, it's different to me. I don't look at that as the same thing. I look at me eating coochie as me pleasuring you sexually. I look at kissing as being something intimate that comes with somebody that I really want to be with.
So you're afraid that kissing will make you guys closer?
No.
You're afraid that kissing will make her think that it's more than what it is?
Not afraid of it, but I don't want her to think it's more than what it is, because to me, kissing is more than what it is.
But what I love about this moment is that it's recorded to go back and hear the shit that it just got.
I'm not saying I'm right, for the record. For everybody, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying for me, this is how I feel, and I know I'm not the only one that feel this way.
But I just honestly feel like when you're eating a bitch out, even when you get,
I don't call them B words, for the record, y'all. What I mean, don't do that.
Like in my mind, if you can't even kiss her, that's how you're seeing it. That's how she's gonna feel. Like, damn, this nigga ain't kissed me the entire time. I mean,
you're not gonna think that when I'm digging you down. Just to be honest.
Just about to say,
you're not gonna think that because when
you're gonna lay down the best pipe and do all of that work, and you can't even kiss this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But that's what makes it special with a girl that I'm really with, because now I'm giving you both. Now you really gonna explode because I'm kissing you and digging you down. You about to go crazy.
Star steak, and you're telling me she's not gonna want to be hooked to that, and you think just because of the kiss that happened that she's not gonna be like,
yeah, but again, I'm not saying I'm
that's
right.
Crazy, the thoughts that go through our mind, bro. I'm
just being honest though. I'm just being honest.
I mean.
Hey, and I'm gonna be real. This is not what I thought.
I mean, unless we like a, because you know we entertainers, we do acting and stuff. So unless we're acting like we got to do a kissing scene, that's different. Like, but if we're in an intimate setting, like kissing is like last. Like if
because kissing is not just with sex. Like kissing is, I'm kissing you out in public. I'm kissing you every time I look at you. That's how I am as a kisser. Like I want to kiss you all the time, not just when we having sex. So like when I'm doing it when I'm having sex, it's like, girl, I'm kissing you all the time. It's not just from sex.
Right.
It doesn't tie into that for me. You know what I'm saying?
If we kissing during sex, we making love.
And I think that because y'all women, it might look a little different for y'all because of the feminine energy.
But as a female, if she's there having sex with you and you don't kiss her one time, she gotta know like what it is. Like she has to know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not hiding what it is.
There is gonna be,
but that's my thing though.
Between me and this person,
she's not gonna understand what it is. These niggas need to understand what they're creating.
Yeah.
When they be trying to figure out why this bitch drinking, I don't even hang with a bitch. That ain't my bitch.
So you saying?
No,
and you give her head like that.
So I should just not fuck her at all.
Head fire. Like what are we really talking about here?
My head fire too. But wait, hold on.
Giving you a head is just as irrelevant as kissing a girl. Like what I'm saying is, you can give awesome head and be a bad kisser. But if you do this well, then
yeah. But I'm saying like. I'm just saying, like,
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
no, again, I'm not saying y'all wrong. I'm not saying y'all wrong. But what I'm saying is, as a man, it's just a different thought process when it comes to that. Because as I'm gonna tell you, as a man, me specifically, My job is just to make sure you're pleased. So yeah, you might not get those kisses, but I promise to God, you ain't gonna be thinking about that shit by the time you're done.
This is what infuriates me. Why are you so worried about her getting pleased if you can't even if you're not even gonna kiss the girl?
Because I get pleasure from her getting pleased.
Get the on. That's what you really do.
Nah, because I get pleasure from her getting pleased. So that's just a part of how I work.
But you can't kiss her. You draw the line there.
If I'm taking a check out on a date, I might kiss her that.
No, I mean, but to be fair, you making me think about it differently. I might now I'm thinking I just won't fuck you at all because if I can't kiss you, maybe I shouldn't be fucking you.
Louis' growing substance. Oh my God.
I got substance. Respectfully. I respect it. I respect it. I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you a real reason on why.
Yeah.
But I just know that's how I am.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just toxic masculinity, whatever that is. Maybe it's just me being a man. Whatever it is, I just can be honest with myself that I don't know why I don't like kissing somebody that I'm not dating every single day. Because if I'm fucking you, I'm just fucking you. You know the difference. Like, that's what you also know the difference.
So if you're dating to get to know her, you're kissing her.
Yeah.
If you're dating with a purpose, you're kissing her.
If I'm dating you, you know I'm dating you. And we've already established that frequency where we're on that type of time. Because if I got to think about it, then I don't know if I really like you like that. Because the way my heart work is, if I really want you or if it's like that, it's just going to happen.
Right.
It's an organic thing. I don't think about whether or not I'm going to kiss you. But I also remember kissing this girl one time. I was trying to kiss this girl one time and she smacked me. So I've been kind of PTSD'd out since.
Or just
no, this was just literally like we was on a date and you know how the TV shit go, you know what I'm saying? And then what the funny thing is,
try to lean in for a kiss.
I tried to lean in for the kiss after the date because I thought like that was the mood and she smacked me. The crazy thing is, she didn't even mean to smack me. She just was like, it was just an automatic reaction. Right. And then she grabbed me and kissed me afterwards. Right. But it was just like, ever since then, I'm not even the type to make the first move. I really like to just like,
to give it some levite, I do understand kissing being one of the highest forms of intimacy. So let me just go ahead and give you that. So I get why your thought process is the way it is, but
it's still bullshit.
Like, when you go to the extent of dropping that shit off and telling people you get a best head, yeah, absolutely.
So you feel like they go hand in hand. Kissing has to go hand in hand with having great sex.
Yeah, I would hope so. If you don't have levels to the shit, like if you don't have levels to the shit, like don't draw a line and kiss.
Now does kissing including like, cause I'm gonna kiss you on your neck.
What I'm saying is,
I have to kiss you on the lips. I have to kiss you on the lips. That's what you're saying.
Nigga said, give me your wrist.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm a kisser. So to me, I'm a kisser. So kissing actually will get you.
Gigi,
you further in than starting anywhere else because I'm a kisser. Like you don't even what?
You in the relationship.
You can't.
Been with us for years. It's different.
I'm not even thinking there. I'm thinking past. Like still.
Yeah.
I feel that.
The thing is, I'm not even gonna let a guy get close to me if I don't even want to get to that point of kissing you. Like you're not even gonna be welcome back to the house. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be a line
I feel
that says, okay.
Basically, she's saying some of y'all need to have more standards because y'all just letting me get my shit off and y'all don't be letting me kiss y'all. Well, no, y'all be wanting me to kiss y'all, but
still some type of way if you're fucking them good, giving them.
What if the woman is like though? But because some women are, I'm telling you, they have no problem with this. Like I think that y'all think it's just a man thing. This is not just a man thing because there are women that don't have absolutely no problem with that and still feel like they get everything they need from me.
The only difference is wait, let me finish. Let me finish. What this conversation started was with you being able to give head but not kiss. The bitches that you talking about that's not gonna kiss you is not sucking your dick. They're not. They talking about great ass pussy. They are not. Now, maybe in your experience.
We ain't gonna say no words. We're not gonna say no words because you gotta remember I'm Louis.
I was just about to say, let me not speak in infinites, but what I'm saying is for the majority, the women who are not kissing you, who are comfortable with not kissing and just getting dick,
I'm gonna just say this. Fellas, we gotta do better. We just gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? We need conversations like these because honestly, this will make me think about it differently. And but also some of y'all might not get no dick because shit changing. Shit changing. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. So yeah. If y'all don't get no more dick from me going forward, just you know who to blame. And the ones that have kissed me know how great of a kisser I am. And they know, ooh.
It's kind of see, because
the pussy is different than kisses. That's two different things. Because you have good pussy and terrible kissing.
You can't say it again?
You can have good pussy and be a terrible kisser.
Because they're not kissing you. You're not learning because they're not kissing you. So something ain't right.
I'm tired of having to teach women how to do. I'm tired of having to teach motherfuckers how to do shit.
You shouldn't have. Yeah.
They must be doing the whole. So it must be a lot of niggas they run into like you.
Trash.
Kissing them. Yeah.
No, niggas was trash.
They're not learning.
No, niggas like me. I'm a kisser.
What?
Listen, but I've also been in long-term relationships most of my life. So I'm talking I'm talking from a long-term relationship. Like I only been single for the last few years. Most time I'm in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm single, it's different. When I'm in a relationship,
single journey, you've been living like that.
Like that? Why you gotta say it like that?
Like that.
No,
in my single life, I've been living safe and secure and enjoying myself. You know what? To be real, you want to be real? I've been more comfortable in myself than ever before. So I've been able to be comfortable in saying shit like that because of it. Because I love myself more, I'm able to say, yeah, I don't fucking want to kiss you, but I'ma still fuck the shit out you and I'm gonna eat your box. Like, but that's who I am. Like, you either gonna accept that because I'm also a great guy that also does those things too. So what you want? Like,
so when she wants to grow the relationship to kiss you, then fucking what?
Who said we grow in a relationship?
That's what I'm. So
we talking about two different women. That's what I'm saying. Like a girl that I'm dating and I'm in a relationship with, or we're working, I'm kissing her. There's no question about that.
Right.
A girl that I'm just fucking every other Thursday or whatever the case it is when she wants some dick. No.
Well, you just
because who you going home to?
How do you know she going home to somebody?
Because I don't know her for real.
You the Thursday dick. She just go to work.
She just lie to me, and that's what I'm saying. Like I was dating a girl who was married the whole time and they tell me.
So is it different for guys that a girl constantly hit y'all up, say she want to fuck?
What you mean?
And when she get there, it's straight. I'm gonna just be real. It's straight doggy style to where she don't even gotta see you.
Nah, I ain't doing you like that because I'm not fucking you if I'm fucking
like, come here, get this shit.
Nah,
like that's what I'm saying.
Because for one, I'm not even that. Girls that try to turn me into that type of nigga, just a fuck boy, and I'm not that because I got feelings. So you can't even just turn me into the fuck boy because I got.
But
feelings.
you said girls that hit you up every other Thursday and be like, let's fuck. So it's like that's almost the same because she's.
That's why they don't last.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's why you also the one
so
that's
y'all
like
start feeling like what? Y'all being used?
No, not even that. Okay. If I don't fuck with you like that, we not even fucking anyway. My frequency, if my energy don't align, I'm not fucking you. That's just not gonna work anyway because I give a fuck. I know it sounds like I don't, but I give a fuck. Like, you just can't get this because I know what it does. You're going to want this shit on a regular basis, which is going to come with more feelings, and that's going to come with the kissing. So I have to go ahead and evaluate off top whether or not we need to even make it that far.
Certain levels that
I have a critical thinking. I've been in enough relationships to know what's not going to work for me and what will. Now, I'm not the same. We can't enjoy fucking. I'm grown. I'm single. I can do what the fuck I want. If I want to fuck you and you want to fuck me, let's fuck. We can go our separate ways. Now, if I want to be in a relationship with you, I'm going to communicate that, and you're also going to know by the intimacy that I display that it's more than just fucking. You feel what I'm saying? It's a difference and we're able to have that separate thought process when it comes to it.
I believe, and this is going to put me into the first topic that I wanted to talk about. Offset is having that same mindset, and that's
Offset wilding
with Cardi B. Like that nigga believes the same stupid shit.
What's fucking with Offset is the fact that they put everything in a public display. Cause they shit is no different than any other relationship. It's just they put it on public display. People break up and get back together all the time. I just hate that for them because I fuck with both of them individually, and I just hate when they do this shit publicly and the ratchet shit publicly. But that's also what they build their brand off of.
When you fuck with women that I have to go to the club to pull up on, and they're trying to front in front of me, and now I gotta beat bitches, and now I got a case that's public, so I have to dress it publicly. I'm a public bitch. Like, I'm a public figure. Excuse me. Like, I don't want to be talking about this shit no more than you do.
And Cardi really like that. I fuck with Cardi. I'm Barty gang for sure. I'm Barty gang for sure. Shout out to Barty.
Yeah.
But for real, on a side note, drop a fucking album, Barty. I'm tired of playing with you and your fans. Like,
man,
I love you.
The nigga that won't act right. She got shit going on.
That's the perfect time to drop an album.
Keep saying what you think.
We don't know what she's doing right now. You never know.
Drop Confessions. Yo, Usher dropped Confessions when the shit was going on with Chili.
Listen,
when you have public shit going on, drop a public album talking about it. Hov dropped 444. No. They dropped the Carter album. Drop an album.
She's probably is. You never know.
Right.
She said she is. Every time she say it, she go back and disappear again.
We're not dealing with any children.
She said she not.
I believe in you, Cardi. I believe in you. Please just drop the album. Just give me a single.
Too much.
I ain't gonna hold you. When
She's a mother, but she's thinking about him too much.
Speaking of a mother, let's visit the topic that we talked about earlier about public school versus private school.
Okay.
Because your take was pretty like strong, and as a nigga that went to public school, I feel like I see it from two different angles.
Okay,
I feel like y'all sheltered too.
In what way though?
And I heard a lot of wild shit be going on in those little private schools.
They may be the freakiest kids out. You never know, but
the girls that I'm not kissing.
I mean, if we really talk in the Catholic schools, like those all-girl schools, do you think that is different from a private school, like when it's all gender specific?
Of course. Yeah. If it's all girls or all boys, or like you just said, Catholic, that's a different story. We're talking about just general private school, maybe Christian private schools, or we're talking about those. Because to me, like, public school is so, like, I don't know, defensive. Like, everybody is, what you said, like, it's too much of that, when in private, why we can't be friends?
Right.
Why is everything?
I feel
you don't like who, so I can't know. Like, why is it that?
I feel that
public school is a mix of different neighborhoods from different environments. So that's the difference. You're pulling from different neighborhoods, some of which are like my school was a mix of. You could tell they came from a high end. They own those houses.
That
those
part,
came from.
yeah.
The ones who, baby, your apartment got little roaches, little bugs. It was a mix of all of that at public schools. Private schools is more you're paying to come here, so everyone's coming from the same network, from the same little demographic, if you will. And I'll give it that grace because I know it can be like a jungle in public school because God knows.
Yeah. Public school is crazy. Like you kind of got to teach the kid to defend themselves at school. You know what I'm saying? Then like I got a friend who homeschool their kids and they don't even have no idea of what a public
That's a
school
different type of schooling.
It's just it's a different life.
Yeah, man. I mean, I grew up getting bullied in public school, but it also turned me into a certain person. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Like I kind of get what you're saying, but it's like so you can't get bullied at private school. Like I feel like the same things that can happen at public school can happen at private school.
Fights still happen. I'm not saying that. Fights still happen. It's still drama. Kids are still getting bullied, but what I'm saying is the way you think. Like your mindset thinks differently.
You feel like y'all more protected?
You can say that a little bit, but then again, you're not really thinking like the person you sitting next to has beef with you.
Right.
You think that's what goes on in public school?
Yes. And I'm saying that because, I'm just giving you an example. My senior year, I went and I ended up seeing a girl who I knew her boyfriend. I didn't know they were not dating anymore. I went to her and was like, hey, I know your boyfriend. And I'm thinking that it was just a casual.
You think that had to do with public school and not you or her boyfriend?
Listen to the rest of it. I told her I knew her boyfriend. She kiki with me in that moment. And from there, it went from, I'm later on in the day, people are like, oh, it's a girl saying she gonna spit in your face. And I was like, wait a second. What? Who was saying this?
Nah, you know what? I feel you.
Where is this coming from? And when I found out who it was, me being my simple, naive or just, I'm a nice person. So I'm thinking like, let me go talk to her because what?
I'm lost. Try to take her man though?
I didn't. I was telling her. I was telling her that, hey, I know your man. My sister used
She's watching right now.
My sister used to date him. Like I confronted her and everything, but I went to her and I was like, hey, people saying that you saying you're gonna spit in my face. Like, what's good?
Have you seen her since then?
I've seen her since then. We're good. Cool we were good after that. But it was to the point of why were you telling people you're gonna spit in my face just because I told you I knew your boyfriend?
Oh, it's always big. Yeah, always.
Is that's what it was? It's a pretty girl thing. But I still felt like, and that's another thing. When you are a pretty girl in public school, you are literally treated almost like, really?
No.
If they don't know you, listen. If they don't know you, some girls. I'm not saying everybody. I'm not even saying the guys. I went to First Coast, but
I don't know what that means. What that mean?
What First Coast?
I'm from New Jersey and North Carolina.
First Coast is a Jacksonville.
No. I know the schools here. I'm saying, is it big? Like,
yeah, it's huge. This high school?
It's big.
When y'all say huge, like how many students in a class? Like I'm not a physical class. Like how many people did you graduate with?
Class?
I don't know.
Hundreds. They graduate in college.
I would say it's 100. It was 100 and something of us. Yeah.
That's a little school.
That's yeah.
So I'm saying,
that's a little school?
Yeah, I graduated.
It might have been more than that. We were in the arena.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about 2,300, 2,400. Okay, so cool. All right. I was just trying to get a gauge of how big the school was.
Yeah, First Coast is a pretty big school.
Okay.
Large class. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, it just changes your mindset of how...
First Coast not, like, bougie?
It is uniform.
I thought First Coast was bougie.
In comparison to its partners or its peers, excuse me.
Correct. And I'm gonna say this.
It ain't no Reebok or no.
Hell,
I know.
And I'm not even gonna lie. Now today, it might be a little Reebok and Reigns in there, but in my time, no, it was straight. People did think they were bougie there, but I don't think everybody was bougie.
Right.
I
think that was a case of that because I'm not gonna lie, that's everywhere. Classism or even colorism, or just the fact of pure society. You know, you are pretty, you are of a lighter hue. You do have an energy that comes with the more innocent, ignorant too, as you know, because coming to her with that. And I don't even know if you addressed her with that in front of people.
I didn't. It was more like, hey, I go, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why she took it that way, but I can imagine at first.
I mean, y'all were kids. You gotta remember, kids. It's a lot of different thoughts that go into kids' brains and friends around you.
And that goes back to what she's talking about. Like in a private school, those certain thoughts you don't necessarily have.
See, but I don't know, man. I think that's also parenting, and I also think that's environment because I also think that public school it helps you prepare you for the real world.
And that's what I will say, yeah.
Because that's the real world for like the real world is what you gonna see in public school. That's how people really gonna treat you. That's what you really gonna go through. And it's in New Jersey, we go to our public school is kindergarten to 8th grade. So we don't have how it is, you know, we ain't had no middle school. So literally you seeing kindergartens for 8th grade and everybody in the same school.
That's sad.
And then everybody's poor. We all live in a project. So I got Arabics right here. I got Israelites right here. I got black people, white people, all of us poor. So we all going through the same struggles. And from there, it's just kids being kids to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like no matter where I've been at, I ain't never lived nowhere where you would think it was like, you know, bougie. But I feel like no matter where I've been at, I've seen the same things. And I moved around a lot in Jersey to North Carolina. And North Carolina was a complete culture shock. And I got bullied in North Carolina because I talk different. And the boys didn't like the fact that the girls liked the fact I talk different.
Yeah.
So literally, like my first month in North Carolina, I got jumped.
I say, growing up in North Carolina, hearing a boy with an accent, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about from elementary school on to middle school. I wasn't that high in the ass in elementary school, but just hearing a different accent, I don't know what it was about being in the country that made it just so rich. You were just enthralled with the different accents.
Yeah, we talk proper. We say our words and everything. They just they love me. They love me. I got beat up over it.
Just like,
but I didn't place that on public school. I just thought that was life. Like to me, I never thought like having to survive every day because I had to fight just to go around the corner, and it wasn't because of public school. It was just because of the environment we lived in. Like we just lived in an urban, poor environment. Like the guys that dropped out of school was sitting on the corner bullying the kids going to school.
Right.
Like you 5 years older than me and you sitting on the corner bullying me trying to make sure I don't go to school because your dumb ass dropped out. Right. Like to me, but it also helped me survive because when I got older and I went to the Navy.
Character, but I see it from the other side too. Like you kind of want to protect your kid from seeing and going through some of that stuff.
How?
But at the same time,
what are you protecting your kid from that happens in public school that doesn't happen in private school though?
We're not gonna...
Sexual assault happens in. I'm just saying, sexual assault gonna happen in private school. Fights gonna happen in private school. Bullying gonna happen in private school. People talking about being back gonna happen in private school. Teachers being discriminative against you gonna happen in private school. What's gonna happen in public school? I mean, private school that's not gonna happen in public school.
You want to know what's crazy? That is an argument to have. But one thing I've noticed with all of the school shootings, they're all public schools, and I think it's a reason. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that the NRA needs to be stopped. I know gun laws need to be passed and reforms need to be made. I get all of that. However, I think it is a ploy to get those who are wealthy to put more money into private schools. I think it's to put funding there because those are the schools that are not getting touched. It's all the public schools. And what does it do? Put fear in the parents to, hey, make more money so you can take your kid out of public schools, put them in private schools, put the funding there so you can't question us where your money is going. You owe us fees and dues every month. I really feel it's a bigger plot to that. So that argument, what are you going to do at public schools that you can't do at private schools? Not get shot. That's one.
Oh, that's an extreme example.
It's just the mindset, really.
It's just what it is.
It's really the mindset. Like you,
because that's also school shootings are also done by a certain student.
And I think private schools. I think it's just a smaller community of people. It's a smaller community. So
it goes to the mindset. It goes to the argument of the mindset is what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. There's
the school shootings not happening in the school shootings not happening in the areas that we referring to though, because to be fair, we not growing up in those areas. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely been in the cities that
I've been to. Has had a gun threat.
Man, I got an email the other day. Hey, it was a gun on campus they found on
like.
So yeah, please remind
these kids going to different schools. I'm talking about schools that we grew up in. Like my schools are predominantly black. So ain't no school should have come into a predominantly black school. Not me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't recall seeing that on the news, or a lot of the times they be them white boys that.
No, I think you're just probably not informed of the school population, because the schools that have been shut up, those are predominantly filled with black and brown students. Those aren't no white people filling those halls. Absolutely. White killers, absolutely. Absolutely. And the teachers get shot who'll be white people, yeah. But those black kids in those schools, brown babies in those schools.
That shit is happening in Montana and Colorado and Boulder. That shit not happening in no. Majority of those joints do not happen in urban communities.
That is not true.
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Every single one of those school killers is white. Every single one of them in a predominantly white school.
Right.
No,
I don't want to go down the list because obviously this ain't something that we research. But I can guarantee you from what I watch on a regular basis, those are predominantly white schools.
Right. Absolutely not. Puerto Ricans.
Revisit this. Puerto Ricans? What?
I've seen.
Didn't Rain just have a football game or something?
Oh yeah, there's always
shout out to Reigns, man. Reigns made it to the state championship, to the Florida 3A state championship. Yeah. And I will say they did end up losing, but fuck that, they made it. Congratulations to them young boys. I got kind of pissed because I was on social media and I seen a lot of losing ass niggas. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all dudes is losers, bro. Like, you dudes that sit online, and y'all did this with Bronny, y'all did this with Melo, y'all do this with all these kids, and I feel like it's because y'all failures at life, bro. Y'all see these kids thriving, and y'all see these kids doing stuff that you never did because you never got off your couch, or you just was a sucker in high school that wasn't good at anything, and you go online and you talk about these daggone terrible ass takes where you talk down on these kids. Bro, these kids worked hard as hell all season long to make it to the state championship. Whether or not they won, all right, bro, that's cool. But to talk trash like they ain't worked their ass off to make it, like these parents ain't worked their ass off to support their kids, like these people ain't raised enough money to even get them down there. Y'all are suckers, bro. I hope that y'all do better in life, and I hope that y'all don't have kids, because your kids would be disappointed in you if they grew up and knew what kind of person you are. Right. That's all I'm going to say about y'all. Y'all losers. And I'm going to cut this clip. Losers.
Oh yeah, that was tough. Well, on the opposite of that, a winner, Mike Vick, ring that off.
Yeah, Mike Vick. Shout out to Mike Vick.
Yeah. Scored that.
Legend.
Okay.
What he got? They said for was it Norfolk State?
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be. I know that we seen it. It was supposed to be Sacramento at first. And then I guess at the last second it switched to Norfolk State.
Man, yeah, I'm happy for the boy, man. Or the man, because
I'm happy for Norfolk.
Out of all the things that he been through with, trying to get back in the NFL,
right? Right. No, he had got back.
Being blackballed.
Yeah.
He had got back.
Yeah, but
Mike Vick left on his own terms, I think.
No, they still You
didn't think he left on his own terms? Mike Vick was done when he retired. I think he was done. I don't think his game was really like. And I don't think Mike Vick was. I don't think Mike Vick.
I'm talking about before. Like when he tried to get, but like when the whole
talking about after the dog shit,
the dog incident shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was never out of the NFL though. He still was in a contract. Like he just had to fight public perception, which, to be fair, was that's a terrible fucking case though. Like I never agreed with that shit. It was always bullshit because we grew up in North Carolina. Niggas seen niggas fighting dogs our entire life.
Right.
Like everybody fights dogs, and y'all just gonna get him. And it really was his homies that snitched on him.
Yeah.
Public figure.
It's always.
I mean, fighting dogs ain't right. Neither is humans, because we've been doing fuck shit since the beginning.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not.
Humans been doing fuck shit from the beginning. Oh, I'm not saying fighting dogs is good. I'm saying that it's been going on, and to try to make Mike Vick as the face of it, as the bad guy, as the face of it, that was trash.
Nobody is above it. I'm sorry, you were not facilitating those bullshit ass fight each other.
But Mike Vick also going back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like being from someplace. I remember growing up in Jersey, right? And Tim Thomas, who was like at that time, he was the number one player in front of Kobe in the nation. And I remember he used to be at the Boys and Girls Club, and he used to show us, like, hey, this is what we do, and help us get better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to think about that and see Mike Vick now gets to go back to where he's from in Norfolk and be like, these kids can see him every day. Because Mike Vick, bro, superhero. superhero to us growing up, bro.
Right.
Superhero. We never saw nothing like Michael Vick on the field, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson is the new version of Mike Vick. But Mike Vick used to do stuff on the field, bro, that we never seen before, bro.
And with the left hand, bro.
With the left hand, he made the Virginia Tech jerseys pop. Like he made everything pop. I ain't like the Vick shoes, but people wore them. The James was trash, but
it came out.
But Mike Vick was in every rap song.
He kind of had that AI effect a little bit.
Ain't no kinda.
Yeah.
Ain't no kinda.
Yeah.
If I won't say he wasn't as good as AI in football as AI was in basketball, but as far as impact on the community,
yeah.
Which is crazy because both of them come from Virginia. That's fire. Both of them come from VA.
I mean, but they both was a form of a trendsetter, you know.
Yeah, because Vic and they did it at the same time, kind of, right? Yeah.
So
that's fire. Shout out to Mike Vick, man. Norfolk State, man.
Yeah.
And then they got that money in it. That's fire. That's fire. I rock with that.
You a UNC fan, right? How you feel about getting Bill Belichick?
I'm not a football fan for UNC. I'm a Florida State fan.
Florida State. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I just don't like UNC sports honestly, bro. College sports is every sport is just starting to piss me off because every sport is just like the quality is just like what y'all got going on. College basketball with money just flowing around everywhere. Don't get me wrong, I want players to get paid, but it's like it's losing some integrity in the game of all the games. I feel like all the games except for football. I feel like football is the only sport that people are still putting it out there and still fighting. Where I feel like basketball players mailing in. I feel like college players are mailing it in. I feel like everybody's just getting their money and it ain't about like the real will no more because nobody hungry. Like you're not going into the league hungry. I
disagree. I think the WNBA is definitely going to be a league that when it's time for their season coming back, you're going to see hunger. You're going to see women who want more airtime. Caitlin Clark definitely reached back, and I'm so grateful. If you want to talk about that with just her acknowledging her privilege, thank God she put that on paper. On Time Magazine, no less.
Well, the WNBA is the most consistent basketball sport that we have. Let me clarify that. I wasn't definitely because the WNBA is my favorite form of basketball because they play real ball.
They play the right way.
They play real ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to Caitlin. She finally showed us some love. You know what I'm saying? Finally spoke up.
Yeah.
Well, let me not do that because I don't want to harp on what she could have did. I just wish she did earlier in the season. You know what I'm saying?
But she young. She gotta learn. She gotta adapt.
And it's a lot going on. I can't imagine what it's like to go from. Well, she already was popular, but she's damn near like she's Larry Bird. Like she's Larry Bird to the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Like she has like a crazy impact and she's great. She actually is great. She's a great player. She got a lot better towards the end of the season. Way better. It's like in the beginning of the season, I'm still looking at her kind of shaky because I couldn't see her getting a separation. But as the season went along, I think that she has a Steve Nash effect where she really spaces the floor out and she gravitates like the offense. I love it, man. Shout out to her for doing that interview with Time Magazine and showing the women players that came before her, specifically the black ones, you know what I'm saying? Because it was important that was established, you know what I mean, way before the boom came. But we also got to give credit to her and show her love for bringing that boom because now we getting paid more because of it. I can't hate on that, you know what I mean?
Right.
As long as she acknowledge it. When you don't acknowledge it, that's why I had a problem.
So you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
And I'll also give her grace for her timing just because one thing I can say, Caitlin was not going to be forced to say that
she definitely on her own timing.
I feel like she had to go through an experience, whether she witnessed something, whether she saw the numbers in comparison or really sat back and was able to take it in where she was like, you know what, it is fucked up. You know what? They should be celebrating and praise. I just got here. They've been mixing shit up. And I don't know why, but that really stuck out to me. And I'm like, okay, Caitlin, maybe battery can't be.
Yeah, because you gotta.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta put yourself in their shoes. Like a lot of times, people have these opinions and they never think about what it's like to be on the other end.
Yeah.
And
that's what
I've been kind of like, not to compare, but I just understand. Like I've been somebody majority of my life.
Right.
And I also know what it was like when nobody gave a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of get like how it is when you got a lot of motherfuckers wanting some attention from you. And I be getting flustered. Like if I got a movie premiere, dog, everybody's hitting me up and trying to get tickets, trying to figure out where it's at, trying to figure out what time they supposed to be there. Then they want to get there and make it about them. You ain't taking no pictures with me. You don't care about me. Don't bring a date. Oh, it's really up. Yeah. So I can't imagine what it's like when you're literally like, you're the motion. People talk about having motion. But Caitlin Clark is the motion. Angel Reese is the motion. Right. Asia Wilson is the motion. Right. So I can't even imagine what it's like when you in their shoes as a woman. Like it's on your backs for all these other little girls to look up to you and watch your decisions and make the right decision afterwards. Absolutely. It's for all celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I try to give everybody grace and not judge so quickly because we all human, and if you're not in that situation, you literally do not know how the fuck you gonna react when it's millions of dollars in front of your face and you gotta choose whether or not I'm gonna go with morals and go with money. And the money gonna take care of my family for the rest of their life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the morals, I'm gonna have the morals, but I might miss out on $20 million. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this is like a real decision that people think is an easy decision to make. But if you had $20 million in front of you and they said, Eddie, you can't talk to Louis for the rest of your life, I'm going to get mad at you if you don't at least consider it. Yeah. On God, because as a real friend, I got to think about like $20 million can take care of my nephew and my other nephew and the family that's what that can do for them. Mm-hmm. Am I going to miss my brother? Yeah, but nigga, $20 million? Like,
he can find a way to talk.
Now, in the same sense, I would never let money come between us.
Send that boy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? They gotta ask the relations at some point. That contract gotta expire. You ain't gonna. I can't talk against. Who gonna stop me? Right. You gonna stop me for the rest of my life?
Hey, man, AI is here. I created AI.
Before we move off the interviews, are we talking about Travis Hunter and his little speech to his dad?
Before we go there, I wanted to give a shout out to Aja Wilson because she just signed
Asian just signed that big most. Yeah, she just signed the biggest female deal with a 6-year contract with Nike. Yeah. Now, if y'all hold on, because if Nike y'all really want to cook, y'all would give her the lifetime deal that y'all gave LeBron and everybody else. If you really want to cook. If you really want to cook, because I mean, to be real, y'all be never mind. Shout out to all the women that got shoes. Sabrina, Candace, Asia, who else got shoes? Caitlyn ain't got none yet. Who did Caitlyn sign with?
Coco Gauff has shoes. She's not a baller, but she's a black woman. Coco Gauff. She has Adidas.
Coco, she's the highest grossing women tennis player this year. She made $40 million. Shout out to Coco. You know I love seeing black women shine.
She's the highest paid.
Shout out to Sha'Carri.
2024.
Shout out to Sha'Carri. Shout out to Asia. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to all the shorties out here getting the bag, man. Getting the bag the right way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cooking with Kaya.
Hey.
Now you could have waited until we started talking about Alabama Barker.
Let's go to Travis Hunter. First of all, before you get on Travis Hunter about the speech and everything, salute to Deion Sanders. Salute to Travis Hunter. Salute to Shador. Yeah. Salute to everything that they built from Jacksonville all the way up. I remember when he took Travis Hunter. And Travis Hunter went from committing to Florida State to Jacksonville, or is it Jackson State? Jackson State. And everybody was like, what? You going to HBCU? And now look, you got a black kid that went from an HBCU to winning a Heisman, playing two sides of the football on defense and offense, doing things that we haven't seen in 25 plus years by the likes of Cheney Bailey, Deion Sanders. He really did historic shit this year and really separated himself. But Deion Sanders also separated himself as a leader, man. Yeah. Like a lot of people question him, question all his decisions. Oh, he went from Jackson State. He left all those kids. He's just going to Colorado for the money. He going to leave Colorado afterwards. And when his kids go to the NFL and he going to leave them boys stranded, he stood on business. He not leaving Colorado. He going to stay there. He going to put his name in the mountains. He got both of his kids because he includes Travis Hunter. They going first round. Shador and Travis Hunter top 5 picks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And Travis Hunter and all them boys, they did it the right way. They don't be in the news about no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we're gonna talk about something that happened. I honestly didn't watch it because I'm gonna be real. I didn't want to join in on the whole, because I already knew white girl on stage. I already know how that's gonna go.
But she not white though. He corrected us. She said she not white.
What is she?
She's Hispanic and black.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know what happened. I just know that everybody was disappointed at. I guess she was disinterested. Is that what was going on?
She didn't stand as fast as they wanted her to stand.
Yeah.
You talking about her?
So let me ask this: is this just a situation of us doing what we do, where we like see a situation and we jump on it like wolves and overreact, or is this a situation? Because I saw whole think pieces where they was like, "Bro, she gonna do you wrong. Watch out for her. She's showing you right now. She not gonna be with you in 5 years, bro. Watch out for her. She don't really love you and she don't really want you."
What I think is that clip that was created, or the clip.
What was the clip exactly? Paint it for the viewers who haven't.
I think it all stemmed from.
What's the clip though? So like, I haven't seen the clip and some people haven't seen the clip.
It's,
so
it's a couple clips.
Break down what the issue is though. Like, what is that?
No, I just think it all stemmed from when she had ignored him in her DMs, and then that kind of built up everything.
Wait, but what happened at the actual thing? Where did it start from? So like at the Heisman acceptance. Yeah. When he got the award, she didn't stand up. What happened exactly?
She didn't stand up immediately. That's all. Like,
she didn't stand up immediately.
I seen a still shot of like her family was standing up and she was still sitting down.
He was taking pictures and she was like, "Do I have to stay here for this? What do you want me to do?" And it sounded it had a negative connotation in her tone, like, "Okay, this what I thought we was."
Well, that's a separate. What you're talking about? There's a separate video. We're talking about the Heisman Award when she was sitting down and like Deion Sanders had to like tell her to get up.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying there was a myriad of clips. I'm just giving him the expansion.
So it was more than one clip that added. The first clip is the one you're talking about though that started the whole stuff. Yeah. So basically, he was getting the award and he had to tap her to get up.
Right.
I mean, that's fair. Like, why were you not standing up when your man getting the Heisman?
Especially if y'all started from the bottom.
Yeah, I feel that. But okay, so be fair though. Now, is he just being a good man, or is he a sucker because he also did a whole clip?
Yes, he did.
Breaking down and defending her, saying she been with me before all of y'all. And he was talking. He said, she been with me before all of y'all. I know her better than all of y'all. She know me better than all of y'all. Y'all just got here, and he was talking. And
he was talking his shit.
So what do we think about that? Like, is it?
Oh, as a Black woman who voted for Kamala and nothing. I stand down. I have nothing to say on this topic.
That's why I didn't watch it, to be fair, because I know me. You know me. I'm pro-Black, bro. Yeah. I love people, but I'm pro-Black, bro. So immediately, I'm going to look at things with a bias, and I ain't want to do that in this situation because all I want to do was look at the fact that my dog got the Heisman, and everybody was.
I just feel like he defended his.
He did what he was supposed to do.
He did what he was supposed to. He defended his woman, and then she had to come out and defend herself. Basically saying that
No, go ahead.
Right. No, I mean that's what we're here for. We're here to have a conversation.
I was gonna say it's starting, or not starting. It has been for a long time. It seems like the pro ball players, they literally have a specific look. Is that what you're somewhat?
I don't agree with that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so because I see and what the media shows, or the guys that y'all see in the media. Maybe, but not really. Like
that's not my take. My take is just more so. I love that the argument or conversation has shifted from what he's won and been awarded and how monumental that is. And like you said, the connection with Deion Sanders to this. I love that she was able to take that angle because had that been a Black woman, this wouldn't have been about that.
This wouldn't have been about that.
Well, to be fair, if that was a Black woman, I just know she would have stood up. Like, come on. If you went through,
if that was the case.
But let me not do that though, because you did say she is Black. Let me not take that away from her. Again, this is just conversational pieces. I have no personal opinion on this.
Please,
I don't know any of y'all.
That's not how she identifies.
We you know what I'm saying.
Under a microscope, she's identifying with that.
But I just know from my culture, ain't no real Black woman sitting down for no situation like that.
We relaxed right now. I don't give a shit about it because she did what she was supposed to do. They took that mic and she said, right on here. That's finna be another Instagram shade room teen girl. She finna be boom, 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 boom.
They did make her famous because
they sure did. She finna have a blue check.
Even after she leave him, I mean, that's the society we live in though. Yeah. She was gonna get a bag anyway for being his girl. She was gonna get a bag anyway for being his girl.
Why does Deion Sanders have to tell you to tap?
Why does Deion Sanders have to tell you to
I will say that's crazy to me though, because like you should have automatically been standing up.
She came up with some bullshit as excuse in her little spill when she came out with her video, but
I did see something and I just read it and skimmed through it and I was like, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
Even his reasoning, I was like, bro, you need better for yourself. But again, I can't judge because I'm not in their shoes.
Talking about she in there drinking and shit. Like
that's what she put it on.
No, that's what her dude. That's what Travis said on his live talking about.
But I'm telling you, I'm telling you, that's a reflection of who she was raised by, dog. I'm telling you, because like if a real black woman, dog, there's no fucking way you don't automatically stand up.
You don't have to say real black women with real black women.
No. I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like, right now, if I got an award, y'all standing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a movie premiere.
Correct.
And that's not even a Heisman, dog.
Race, that's decorum, but still, that girl wanted to make a moment because race ain't got nothing to do with fucking couth, bitch. Why else would you be there? Who do you know?
I ain't gonna hold you because a white girl definitely would have been standing up.
White girl would have stood up immediately.
But what if
she probably like been up before
her? What if she was thinking like
not making it about myself?
Yeah, not making it about myself. Maybe
well, that's crazy for you even thinking that because why would it be about you?
I mean, but maybe she's like, okay, I don't want to take this moment from
no, that's fair, but that's retarded because why would you even think it's about you?
I know, but like,
why would you think with Deion Sanders in the room, Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, why would you think with all these people in the room, it's on you?
I don't know her thought process.
No, I'm saying this to her. If that was her.
She said, how can all these cameras gonna be in this room, how can I optimize this moment? It's about my boyfriend, but I'm here. I don't get to be on the field. I'm not even on the sidelines. How can I make this moment about me? What the fuck can I do? You know what? I can be the person that's going to be in the shot that ain't moving, that's having things to say. I'm going to be close enough to the mic. Do I got to be
here? Right. What else are we doing? What else are we doing?
What are you going to do? I'm going to be at home waiting for him to get home from the TV.
Right. Right.
I'm doing it.
She said, first of all, I love Travis so much.
In that goddamn room, bitch, you want to be a streamer.
They funny though.
He does, and I don't know if y'all heard when he said, I want to thank my fiance. I want to thank my mom. To me, he drew the line right there because you should have said mom first. To me, and that's my opinion. Mm-hmm. You should have said mom first, then you should have said fiance. But then again, she still sat there and she kind of almost took it in like, yeah, he said fiance first.
You know what the fuck I think?
I don't know about all that. When we say should this and should that, that's where it's like, nah, because people are who they are. And it's like, when you say should, it's like you telling me how I'm supposed to respond. And nigga, no, if I don't want to say my wife, my mother first at that time, I'm going to say, we don't know his situation with his mom. His mom could have.
She had you, nigga. That's enough.
Nah, that's not enough.
That is enough.
That is not enough.
Got rid of you
that is not enough. That is not enough.
That's enough.
That's not enough. That's putting on a child like it's the child's fault that I was born. That's not enough. A mother has to do more than just bring a child into the world.
Football, I guess, is what she's saying. She put him through.
But I'm saying we don't know that necessarily. We don't know why
she wouldn't be there if she didn't help him through this whole process.
I'm just saying specifically for him as a man, he probably didn't put no thought process into. He could have or he couldn't. Either way, it's his decision.
As green as he was in that video, I think it's fair for me to say he got pussy by her recently. I honestly think she was holding out.
But he's also a different type of character. If you see,
she found out the height of his career, that girl started putting pussy on that motherfucker. That's what happened.
You think the pussy got him?
Were they already engaged?
Were they kissing?
So
they've been
engaged. They just got
that's recent.
Oh,
maybe 2 months prior to the announcement.
But they've been together for like 6 years.
Yeah, she wasn't fucking him at all.
They weren't fucking.
No, she put that nigga under this conversation of, babe, we need to wait.
Hold on now.
Wait till we get proposed.
This is why we need a woman on the pod. This is shit I didn't know.
It's called another perspective, and I'm gonna tell you.
So wait, they weren't fucking.
That lady is smart. I bet you.
Now hold on, no. Travis Hunter is a different type of guy. He's not like other.
Which is why that lady was allowed to let that man wait, and he was okay with it. Keep going. He was.
But I'm saying like Travis.
What kind of man?
Right. But to speak to his character.
Goddamn simp.
To sit back and say, you know what, man?
No, hold on, no. But because you say that, but as a whole, his character seems to be the type of person that loves everybody around. Mm-hmm. Because also what also came out. Hold on, because the way you treat your woman is just, the way I treat my brothers and is the same way I treat my lover. Like I take care of everybody the same. Mm-hmm. Everybody is like I'm gonna give you everything. Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter also what Deion Sanders Jr. said all his NIL money goes back into the team. So he's paying for 15 teammates NIL. So he's actually paying their like way through school. So the reason why I say that is his type of character seems who he cares about, who he loves, you're going to get whatever you want. and it don't seem like other things drive him. Like he's not worried about pussy. He's not worried about clubs. He don't seem to care about certain types of things.
In that regard, when she said that he put his fiance above his mother, I don't think it has nothing to do about his mom not being there, not doing enough. It ain't got nothing to do with that because, like she said, he wouldn't have been there without a black mom support. But what I'm saying is the reason why he puts the fiance above that and why he was on that fucking live doing what he was doing, it's because that lady just opened up the legs of Persephone on that ass. That's what the fuck I'm telling you.
He did look like. I seen that relaxed shoulders. I seen the relaxed shoulders before. I seen those relaxed shoulders gave it away. Boy, you had just got some head. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
All of that.
And he was in his feelings too. He got mad. I don't even think I seen him mad before.
When they was talking about it,
I gotta go back and watch the videos.
She was like, "Yeah, I was a little drunk." He was like, "Y'all aren't gonna talk about my girl. I love her. Yeah, that nigga, he's touched." She got right up in there and said, "You like that? I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I know
you so
stupid."
No, gave him head, but not kissed him. There you go.
That's the wrong way.
That's what you just said you do, though, right?
You got that face I just made. We got. That's the broad.
She gave him head, but
that's the broad.
The Louis Slutter.
There you go.
Hey, hold on now. Hold on, man.
Like this nigga do that.
Hey, you know they call me Big Wave. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
putting on, but so
speaking of people putting on, shout out to Glow. TGIF was named Song of the Year by Time Magazine. Or Essence. Is it Time or Essence? No, Time. My bad.
Time. Yeah.
You know how I feel about that. I love Glow, so I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Yeah, it's Glow.
I'm glad Glow won. This is kind of like when Cardi beat Nipsey Hussle for the Grammy Album of the Year.
Yeah.
When Invasion of Privacy beat Victory Lap.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved Victory Lap. You know, I played that shit over and over and over again. But I also loved Cardi's album, and I love that through and through and through.
Bro,
and I
love Cardi.
You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? So with Glow winning, even though I know the real song of the year, we know what the real song of the year was.
What is it?
We know what the real song of the year was. Come on now, I don't even have to say that.
They not like us, but it came so late in the game. I love.
Yeah, but that's what makes it the song of the year.
But she deserves it though.
That part.
I was just about to ask you.
Like
there's no song bigger than Not Like Us this year, bro. Like, let's be fair. Let's be real. So. Don't get me wrong. This is not nothing to do with Glow. Right. I love Glow. Glow get all the accolades, get all the. But we got to be real about something. There's not been a song that hit like Not Like Us. What song hit like Not Like Us? Hotline Bling, like. Not Like Us literally like ruled the. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It came out in April.
I give you that. No, don't get me wrong. As far as longevity and impact, Not Like Us got it for sure. But
the moment, TGIF, the song, the cultural impact. Nah, that's real. They got it's. That's real. That's real. Because they both monstrous. They both monstrous. TGIF and Not Like Us is both monstrous.
Yeah.
It's
you know a different monster.
On behalf of Kendrick and Glow. We come in the same page on this.
They set it up.
Respectfully.
They set it up. If it wasn't those two, everything else would have been a fucking lie. Like if Tyler, bitch ass, and I'm sorry, but I can say it because she wants to make herself separate from being an African American. She's African.
She keep trying to clarify that.
So she want to sit that far.
I know this. Okay, so I want to talk about this. What I see from about Tyler is a lot of people don't like her, and I'm trying to grasp it because I don't know if I like the Water song. I have heard some other songs. What is it about her that
she just came out here like she was the queen of Zamunda or some shit? Like I don't.
Zamunda is funny as fuck.
She want to benefit from a culture and don't want to be a part of it.
She a culture vulture.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay. Yeah. And you know what? I seen Tim's made a comment about Afro beats and where it originated at, and I'm on whatever side Tim's is on. So absolutely. I'm on whatever side Tim's is on. So if Tim say she ain't fucking with it,
women especially feel like when you can't be placed on either side of the spectrum as a black woman, and you're getting asked, because certain women you're not asking, like Tim's, you're not asking,
Right.
Ira Star, you're not asking,
Right.
are you a black woman? But when you are asked,
shit, even Shay, I ain't asking if you a black woman.
Who?
Ain't there Shay?
Shensia,
my love.
Shensia, my bad.
Definitely not. Yeah, no.
My bad.
She talked
Her
about her
fine
being a Jamaican.
is-
Oh yeah, that's a motherfucking.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
I love black women, dog.
She's
Feed me, please. Munch me up.
She's nice.
Munch me up.
Can we move along
She
back
let
to
the
Tyler,
Janae
because
go
she.
Oh, she can't munch me up.
She can. Oh no, that lady there. I love her music. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know why women act like, and not just women, but I feel like that question is more. I don't feel like they ask biracial men, are they black? Like,
is it her fault though?
Wallace, he black.
Is it her fault though? Is it like? Let me ask that. Is it her fault that she's the way she is? Because where's she from? South Africa.
South Africa, yes.
South Africa can be a little different. They can be a little indifferent to.
For what you say, I don't give a fuck. Keep that shit in your grassroots. Then
I say this because
in like the suburbs down there because they got like a lot of
nah. I say this because, bro, I was in West Africa for 7 months, bro, and them niggas called me racist.
I mean, he probably is.
Come on, bro. You know me. Like, come on now.
I don't know.
So it's like perspective of how people approach things.
Again, if you go to someone else's territory, it is your right to become educated to what they know, what their societal norms are. So if you come off racist, Karen, figure out how you cannot be that.
Not Karen. Don't. First of all, don't look at me when you say it. Turn. Look straight forward, because I don't give me that.
She tried to hand her award to.
Your boy.
Hallie, who was Little Mermaid, and she said, "I beg the fuck."
That kind of behavior.
It was somebody else out there too, right? It was somebody else that was a name that she tried to hand it to. No, the dude actually.
Who took it from her?
He actually ended up holding it for her, and even he was looking crazy. Like first of all, you gave it to Lil Nas X. Like, don't get me wrong, he ain't got that many of them, but that boy is successful as hell. So for you to give your award to Lil Nas X and just think he's supposed to hold that shit.
Now that made more sense. I don't give a fuck how dainty he is.
Because he's a man.
I think that type of energy that she put on camera that everybody's seeing. I think that's why.
But again, can that just be one of those things of where we at nowadays, where it's like a small microscope, and then
she's heard enough people tell her.
So she need to drop a documentary to change public perception.
We don't like this behavior. And
she feels she's above having to clarify. You're fucking not. Period. You're not. You're not Rihanna.
But we've had superstars that act like that our entire lives. So is she necessarily wrong?
And that's not fine. But you're gonna stay right where you fucking at with that mentality. It's 2024, baby.
What do you mean stay where she at? She's selling out now.
That may be fine, but again, to get to Rihanna's status, you're not. Rihanna's not hated by a mass majority.
But Rihanna definitely wasn't everybody's favorite when Rihanna started.
It's not to negate.
Who was it?
Rihanna was not everybody's favorite when she started.
She's a diva, but she doesn't portray herself to be above the culture.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. That's true.
Correct.
Oh yeah, she not Riri.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, now that I know. She ain't Riri.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't Riri. She ain't got it.
I've seen Rihanna like throw money.
Yeah, she not Riri. Yeah, Riri different.
I just seen a video of Mariah Carey signing her titty. I said, God,
yeah,
that was a goddamn scene.
Mariah signed Rihanna titty.
Yeah, bro.
Mariah Carey signed Rihanna titty.
She said, yeah.
Only Riri could get that done.
Only Riri, bro.
Because Mariah
and she took the mic from her and said something crazy.
Yeah, she said Mariah signed my titty, y'all.
You know what's crazy that I found out today that I didn't know? Rihanna outsold Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Like she has sold more records than both of them. Like she actually has sold more records than both of them. She's in the top 10. I think it was sales of all. I forgot what I was looking at, but she's over Beyonce. I looked at that shit. I said, "What? Rihanna ain't dropped the album since Anti, which was my that was the shit."
Mm-hmm.
But that's the last album she. That's the last album she dropped.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When we get our money up, we're gonna learn how to keep that shit on. But don't worry about it. On the Ave. Glow. Oh yeah, so Glow TJF. She
just
got
to
that.
close up with Tyler really quick. Pick a side. You're not above it. You do come to America, and apparently in America there are classisms, there are societies, and it is a colorism country. Regardless, we're not gonna ignore it like we're trying to ignore racism. It's not a thing. Acknowledge it. You are a black woman.
Girl, do what you want. We gonna X you out of culture if you don't fuck with us. That's just the gist of it. You can go make your money elsewhere, but we just gonna X you out of culture. That's what we do. If you don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you, and you can't come back to us when they don't fuck with you no more. That's literally how we rock. That's just the gist of how our community is. If you don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you, but don't bring your ass back when they don't fuck with you no more. Ask Chris Rock.
You know what?
Did I lie?
No.
All right, bet.
Wait, really quick before we move off. Another part of not Charlamagne the fucking God. You're not exempt. You may think because you're not doing.
Bro,
too
every
much.
time I want to give you more, like every time I think you on the right path, bro, you do some bald headed nigga shit, and it's like, bro, like, what are you doing, dog? Like that white boy.
Wait, give context. What he do? Give context.
First of all, he always does it. He always panders to that other side, dog.
Yeah,
It's like, nigga, pick a side. One day you want to be Nat fucking Turner, the next day you want to be Bobby fucking Brown, not the black version.
Yeah,
dog. Andrew Schultz said he wants to fuck Kendrick Lamar. Basically backbreaking him. Bucking. Rape.
Right.
Well, in the slave days, it was called bucking.
But I'm just saying, like, it's the difference between fucking and raping. Like, that's crazy.
Either way, you're a white man. First of all, you're a man. I ain't gotta say you're a white man. Right. You are a man saying that shit on a public platform to multiple listeners. That's absolutely asinine. That's crazy to even say that shit and not be responsible even as a comedian. On top of that, you're a white man that also was talking about black women on your platform as well. And you had them dickhead little co-hosts that you got. The little black dude that you got on your couch. I don't know your name, but you pussy. You sit there and let Andrew Schultz say all that shit about black people and you don't say shit but laugh. You pussy. I don't know your name, but you pussy.
There's a quota that needs to be filled.
50 defended him. Don't let him slide.
Fuck 50. No, I can't say fuck 50 again. I can't hold you. I can't say fuck 50, but fuck 50.
As a fellow Cancer, fuck you 50. You're fucking it up for all of us. Because what the fuck? Go sit there and double
The reason
down
why
on
I can't
shit.
say that is because 50 also employs a lot of black people. So I it's hard for me to just say it because he employs more. Him and Tyler Perry employ. And that's what I'm saying. 50 is 50, but it's hard for me to say that because
feels the same way though. He feels because
but Charlamagne don't employ over 250 plus black people.
Maybe not that many, but he does open the doors for a lot of black people.
He got black women on it. That's my problem with Charlamagne. He has nothing but black women as his employees.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's what pissing me off. Like, what do you do? But you know what it is, though.
Argument for 50 and not Charlamagne. That's why
it's not that, bro. Well, let me be fair to Charlamagne. Let me be unbiased. Right. Charlamagne has known Andrew Schultz for 10, 15 plus years. Like, I remember them from God Code when I was still in the fucking Navy. Like, they've been friends. They've been acquaintances, business partners for so long. They damn near brothers like me and you are. So he look at Andrew Schultz in a different way and he knows his comedy in a different way. But in the same sense, Charlamagne needs to check his blackness because you can't let shit like that slide. Right. You either check that nigga publicly or you tell that nigga to have a conversation behind closed doors and you tell him to publicly apologize. But that right there wasn't okay, and that's not okay for me to see you as a black man co-signing a motherfucker like that and then going to defend him afterwards. Right. And all the black shit you talk about, this and that and third, fuck you, Charlamagne. Like, that's
why where's his friends at? Leonard and grabbed this by his fucking neck and said, "You keep pandering to these motherfuckers the way you do, you'll never see it. You'll never see the game
it's crazy.
And he thought by doing more for black people that it was no. You still got some wicked ways about you.
Yeah, dog. It's like you gotta pick a side, dog. Like you can't be doing that iffy shit, dog. That shit corny as fuck.
Like where Angel Rye or Dr. Umar, like
they're not friends because none of them are really friends. They are acquaintances.
But where the fuck is the school?
Well, Umar, you know Umar ain't rocking with that shit. Don't play with Umar.
Yeah,
don't even play with Umar. You don't even. As a matter of fact, Umar probably going in on Charlamagne right now by that shit. Don't play with Umar.
We gonna see because he's another one that if you do just enough for black people, he could shut up for a bit. He'll turn his eye. That's why
Umar's just funny as fuck. He's a character at this point.
That nigga lean a little bit, and I don't like that nigga. I don't like that.
He funny as hell. My thing is, I never expect motherfuckers to be perfect. Umar is exactly what I expect him to be.
Why do you feel like accountability means perfect?
Whoa, no. That's no. What I'm saying is I don't expect people to be perfect for my terms. Like I can't judge you because I'm not perfect. So me saying that, you being the Pan-African that you are and the cause that you stand for, I slip sometimes from being pro-black. I got fucking a fantasy football league that I'm in with white boys. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's the lack of correction that I don't agree with.
Oh no, we know how I rock it.
Slipping is fine. You fucking up because you didn't catch it. Don't worry.
No, Umar correcting people. We talking about Umar. Umar correcting.
I promise you.
They're not friends though. I'm 100% sure if somebody bring it up to Umar gonna cook Charlamagne ass.
There's nothing to bring up. That's something that
I guarantee you next time Umar is on Breakfast Club. I guarantee you next time Umar is on Breakfast Club, he gonna bring it up. I guarantee it.
I gotta see that.
I guarantee it.
Right, me too.
That's gonna be a good episode.
We're scared to bring up conversations and face like.
It's not necessarily scared to bring up, but like I said, he leans a little bit. I think for him and my experience of what I've seen, because when I first came across him,
Let me go on the Breakfast Club. I fucking wish I would. What? Hey, Charlamagne, what's up with that?
Oh yeah, I would definitely ask.
You know what Charlamagne need? He need a Birdman visit.
I think he think highly of himself to where he think he can talk like that. So that's my opinion.
No, Charlamagne. I mean, to be fair, Charlamagne is highly accomplished, but educated. He's not a dumbass. He's not dumb. He knows exactly what he's doing though. Mm-hmm. Like that's my problem with Charlamagne. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's smart enough to know better.
He control it.
Just like educated as fuck. But it's like. Sometimes, bro, you gotta stand on business, and that is not something that you should have let go. Like that, him saying that shit just. I never thought Andrew Schultz was that funny anyway, but that clip even more just made me want to put my hands on him. And then if you seen the Schoolboy clip, Schultz, he gonna run into somebody. Somebody gonna run into him. Somebody gonna run into him because that's not some shit that's nobody's gonna forget that, bro. And Kendrick is from a coast.
Right.
We know how that coast play. We know how that coast is. They defensive as fuck. Don't play. Yeah, he gonna run into somebody, bro. You gonna be in California.
And he let that work. I just honestly, in my opinion, I feel like Charlamagne is someone who allowed his success to work as a literal black card, and anyone who is white, who has access to him, can be protected by it. And I think that's bullshit.
He protected his relationships.
Yes.
And then also, you street niggas, if y'all don't run into Andrew Schultz like y'all run into street.
Schultz a Jew?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's that. Oh, then that's
but y'all motherfuckers that's always running up on rappers and taking rappers' chains and jumping rappers, if y'all don't go putting your hands on these white comedians and all these motherfucking bums that disrespect our culture on a regular basis, I don't respect y'all. Only time y'all motherfucking want to step up is when y'all doing something to niggas. Go put your hands on Andrew Schultz.
Really quick, one more disrespecting vulture to our culture. Alabama Barker, Bhad Bhabie. I have to get on it really quick. Alabama Barker is Travis Barker's daughter. Yeah. That's the drummer who played for Lil Wayne.
Another person they gave the pass to for just because of Travis Barker, which I don't agree with.
Kardashian's husband as well, correct. Travis Barker.
Yes.
And so
I know that now. Yes. And Bhad Bhabie is shorty that was Catch Me Outside.
Catch Me Outside. How about that from Dr. Phil?
Yeah, the little
so
kid.
They're fighting over this abusive black man, and I'm glad that there's a black man involved because.
Wait, no, I'm not.
Oh, I guess you.
Because he trash.
Right.
Because he fucking trash. Go ahead though.
Yeah, but it's
you trash, nigga.
Fighting over trash, and I'm here for it. Black trash, nonetheless. So it's there. Anyway, they are fighting for whatever reason because they're both women who have privilege because they're white. And at any point, if they wanted to take off the wigs, wipe off the makeup, do a whole 360 of blonde highlights, they could have a whole life
easily. I don't know why they gave Alabama the pass. I don't know why black people gave Alabama a pass just because of Travis Barker.
They don't.
Why the fuck did Travis Barker get a pass?
No, Travis Barker's living in his truth. He tatted from the face. He don't.
No, but I'm saying what made black people say let's give Travis Barker a pass? Because they did.
What does he have a pass in? I didn't know he had a pass. He don't talk, do
he? They get because
he's sickly. He not saying shit.
Probably because he did a lot of stuff with
niggas.
Yeah, crossovers. Yeah, famous stars.
But
he
was moving different.
Because the reason why I say that is because the only reason I know Alabama is because I started seeing her getting posted on black sites, and they started highlighting her as Travis Barker's daughter, and because she hangs around black people.
Proximity.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that just because she hang around black people, y'all just say she's accepted in our culture just because the black people she hang around ain't black people that everybody around.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think there's a large group that doesn't feel like she's accepted, and that's why they're trying to make it known, like, hey,
your name is Alabama, shorty. How the fuck could you be a part of our group? Your name Alabama. What the fuck?
The fact that they could be doing so much more, but they're going back and forth, and it's so funny. Tamar Braxton's husband JR is very similar. He belongs in this group too. What I find is funny is
he's very similar. Who is he?
He's a white man who wants to be black adjacent.
That's the dude she went to after the big dude. Yeah. He pussy though, right? Yeah, he pussy. I seen him. He pussy. He pussy.
And what I'm going to say about those group of people is I find it so interesting that
any man with a breast in his pussy, because they treat him like pussy.
In order to get their moment of fame, to get that notoriety, like you said,
except
to
get
seen, noticed, to become part of conversation or even a household name, is to be in the salacious parts of black news, black culture. I just find that so fucking interesting.
Because nobody would be covering them if it wasn't for us. Because nobody gives a fuck about Alabama. No offense. But nobody would be covering them if it wasn't for us.
And on the positive side of that, your life is that boring that you got to come over here and kind of get to our picnic. Bitch, you ain't got nothing going. You don't want to live.
You can't come to my cookout. Stay the fuck out.
You ain't welcome here.
You don't want to live the country club life. You don't want to be in the trap house. You don't want to be. You really don't. You want to be in the trenches. Okay, come over here then. Come over here where you got to duck, where you got to see who's calling, where you got to see who's coming from the elevator. Come over on this side. Fine, fuck it. That's why they're getting their head busted. And in my opinion, this little black trash they're fighting over, I am here for it, baby. Let it be good.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
When apparently Chief Keef was involved. Bring the niggas.
Because if Chief Keef involved, that means Sexy Red about to be involved.
I don't care about that. I just love that there's some white dads pissed. I just love it. They be fucking up. I am here for it. More niggas. Bring all the niggas. So anything like this, I'm here for it, baby. Bring on the niggas. More Chief Keefs and Sosas for this problematic situation, please. Them daddies is annoyed. They're like, this fucking girl, she could really just fucking go with
That's funny as fuck. White dads are mad worldwide. It's funny as fuck. No, they happy as hell because they got their boy in the house.
Shit, which here? Let's go, bitch.
Sha'Carri Richardson did Essence.
She did.
She looked amazing too.
I'm so proud of her. Too. They look good together. Gary Coleman or whatever. Not
Gary Coleman.
Sorry. He's a track star. He's a track star. They're both.
He a running a track star.
Yeah. You can go look.
He gonna run away when things get hard.
Sha'Carri. Just chocolate man. Again, we're here for it. I'm here for all
the vibes.
Noah Lyles and his beautiful Black Olympian.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
For it. See and watch. Watch the longevity in that. Watch that.
Man, Google got me doing these motherfucking security checks and shit.
I'm telling you.
She real black.
I'm trying to look them up.
Beautiful. I know we weren't.
Bro, what the fuck?
But
it was showing more track events on ESPN next year.
Really?
Yeah, because she got a contract with them, so they're gonna start showing.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Because I didn't even know they're doing stuff all throughout, regardless when it's if it's a.
Oh, she was. His name is Janique Brown.
That's how they got to stay ranked and stuff. So
his name is Janique Brown.
Yeah, them brown toe weight.
Oh no, Janique Brown was her ex. Oh, that's the woman she was dating.
Yeah,
okay, let me.
The girl now she with a dude.
Well, shit, we were still in there though.
Girl, they be flip flopping.
Brown had Olympian puss. Love that.
Sha'Carri Richardson boyfriend. Let me see.
Olympian boyfriend, right?
Like the most recent.
They're gorgeous. They look good together.
Christian Coleman. That's his name. Oh, okay, yeah. Buddy fast as shit too.
Buddy fast. I know, yeah.
Hey, he hit her. What do you want? Race for your love? She beat his ass though. He probably did. She beat his ass. Yeah, she looked great though. She also signed a big deal with Nike too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I love it,
and
man.
Mountain Dew. Wasn't it Mountain Dew? She did a commercial.
She signed deals with everybody.
Somebody.
They give them all. They give them all.
Yeah.
Let it cook up.
Nails real quick.
She be cooking with them. I'm pretty sure she got good.
Better.
You know what?
So I was thinking about this because I was having a conversation with somebody and we was talking about Cisco how he was flipping on stage the other day. Y'all seen that clip? Mm-hmm. Drew Hill performed and everybody was like going up. Oh no, the clip was going viral because Cisco was doing flips with the microphone and singing and everything. And everybody's talking about basically like Drew Hill doesn't get their proper credit for one of the greatest groups of all time, one of the greatest R&B groups of all time. Where do we rank Drew Hill? I had to when I seen the clip, I had to revisit it, and I realized like we don't because arguably Drew Hill
neck and neck with Boyz II Men a little bit.
No.
They top five.
They were competing. You got to think about it. It's not that they weren't good.
The prime, yes, but long term, no. Boyz II Men success is absolutely
different on that part. But
and if I'm not mistaken, 112 was their.
I was gonna say 112 too.
And they smoked 112.
Yeah, 112 is
Drew Hill.
That's why they flipping the shit. What are you talking about?
No. Drew Hill had more success than 112.
Cap.
Drew Hill definitely had more success
but
than
they
112.
both had some hits though.
That's not to negate. When you talk about what gets played, I mean, why are they cutting flips if that was not the case? They was doing
a big concert. It was a big.
saying it to that degree, like why doing the flips. But at the end of the day, they are
112 not performing. That's what I'm saying. Drew Hill still performing
because their song is still getting played. So
those royalties that ain't true. They not performing because
Everybody gets played at the club. I hear anywhere. We can do it. I hear anywhere. Cupid gets played at the club for shit's sakes.
I think when Cisco went solo.
Solo fucked up the group's trajectory.
It always does.
But Slim did the same thing.
Right. He did, but Slim didn't have the same success.
So y'all saying 112 Prime was better than Drew Hill's Prime?
Absolutely. I think it's not.
That's a tough one because Cisco's Prime is included with Drew Hill's Prime.
No, it's not.
It is because it came right. It came on a tail.
It's the same. As an individual act, he did more than Drew Hill ever did. So you can't say that.
He didn't do more than they ever did.
Absolutely, but those are two different, which is why they.
I think we downplaying what Drew Hill did and what Drew Hill sold. Like Drew Hill, like
that's why I think it's hard. Cisco's success was so big when he went solo. It kind of.
Yeah, because I think y'all forget how big Drew Hill was. Like Drew Hill.
It was the Kendrick and Black Hippie effect. That's what it was.
No, Drew Hill's. No, I don't think so. Because Drew Hill still had, and they never dropped the album, so you can't really say Black Hippie. But Drew Hill literally was the ones. Like 112 came after them. 112 was after them. Drew Hill was early. Like 112 started booming after they got with Diddy.
It was more so the peers in its field. You wanted to know how they got overlooked. It's not because
they didn't get overlooked.
Well, they were deserved, so they were overlooked.
I mean, as a whole, when it comes to R&B culture and our appreciation of them as a whole.
When they're bringing up a top 5, you have to mention, don't forget Drew Hill. No, we forget him. That's just what it is.
I think that's only because you mentioned 112, but the records are different. Like nobody, you're not wanting to play somebody sleeping in my bed in the well, that's Silk. No, that's Drew Hill, right? You don't want to play that in the middle of the club. Like Peaches and Cream, you could play Peaches and Cream. You could play anywhere.
The semantics of context or whatever.
They also was with Diddy. So Diddy made those types of records that was also getting played in the club all the time.
It's being played. Just checking out chats. Who gives a fuck about
No, but I'm saying like that goes into somebody like when you talk about the music that's being played and why it's still being played, those records are still being played. But I don't think those records mean more than the records that Drew Hill actually created.
Then why are they getting left out of conversation?
Drew Hill is, I'm looking at right now, Drew Hill is number 20 on the top greatest R&B groups. They're number 20. You got the Isley Brothers number 1.
Obviously, I agree.
The list is gonna be terrible. I'm gonna tell you right now, the list is not gonna be good because the lists are never good.
Boys the Men 4.
Really, Boys the Men should be
Jagged Edge.
No,
Jagged Edge.
No, Jagged Edge should not be above Drew Hill.
New Edition.
They should.
They definitely not above New Edition. What?
Jodeci.
Is 112 on there?
Playback. I think they're thinking of playback.
Tony.
They just ranking them. They can't be actually saying in order.
They probably going by stats.
They could just order. It's an actual order. No, not like because sometimes they have them in, but they don't actually have an order.
It's consecutive.
No, it's in order.
So like they purposely rank those and they put Jagged Edge above.
I don't think Jagged Edge is.
Like what? Jagged Edge is not even above 112. Is Jagged Edge above 112? I think they're a better comparison than.
They got some songs that still being weddings.
I was gonna
Let's Get Married is going. Let's Get Married is forever.
That's like a classic, but I feel like 112. Like she said,
know what I mean? Peaches and Cream.
Absolutely. Peaches and Cream, especially
in the shower.
Those groups are so different. They're R&B, but they just did different things. It's
right.
It's hard.
Right.
Okay, Drew Hill. So,
y'all know I'm a singer. Y'all go check me out. My album is.
That nigga is lying.
Damn.
What?
Let him have his moment.
Karaoke night. Louis will be invited.
What's the album drop?
The album drop ready is gonna be. It's a Chris's album actually. Yeah. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Jingle bell.
See, Drew Hill sold over 40 million and 112 only sold over 10 million. That's what I'm saying. Like Drew Hill Prime was way longer than 112 Prime was only a couple of years. Like it was only that bad boy time period because 112 also had label issues. So let me be fair to 112. They also had label issues because when it was
just about to be, I was about to say I would like to have more fair or nuanced conversations because I think
it's a lot that goes into it.
You care more about the public consumption or who their top 5 is more than who moved the units. Because I feel like people be in big ass houses and feeling like, bro, nobody feels moved by my art.
Oh no, the reason why I said the numbers is because I was trying to distinguish that I think that we missing out on how big Drew Hill actually was when Drew Hill was the ones. Like,
but don't you feel like that's something that they need to make in house? Cisco was not Cisco was.
No, he wasn't though. Drew Hill was Drew Hill before Cisco. That's what I'm saying. Before Cisco dropped Into the Dragon or whatever the fuck it was, Drew Hill was already Drew Hill. Like, he didn't make Drew Hill bigger. Drew Hill was already Drew Hill.
It's not to say he made it bigger, but it didn't go to the height that it could have been before he left. Destiny Child was, I mean, granted, they could have went as far as they wanted to go, but she still got off at a really good where they was already a house. They were gonna be whatever they were gonna be, and nothing was gonna destroy it, nothing was gonna take it away. Time was not gonna fade that shit. Destiny Child's get played 2024, 2056. It's gonna get played.
The children.
And Beyonce still a house. She was able to do it. She not with time.
I think that's a different conversation. Because I think that has a lot to do with that. Okay, so all these conversations are gonna be nuanced because the reason why is because you have to also go into the teams behind these people. So specifically with Destiny's Child, Destiny's Child went through 4 iterations or three iterations before they even got to the final ones of just Michelle, Kelly, and Beyonce. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of always set up for Beyonce to, like, we seen that coming miles down the road. And they always had it set up for Beyonce to be that when she left anyway, and was going to be bigger than the group.
So that goes back to my point. Cisco leaving was to the demise of the group.
But Cisco didn't keep it maintaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cisco is not more successful than Drew Hill.
It's not to say that he wasn't, but before he left, he should have made that group a powerhouse. He should have made that a household name. He should have.
They were. That's what I'm saying. I think we missing that.
I think Cisco had unexpected
success, yeah.
And his star burned out real quick, and I think that hurt Drew Hill as a whole.
Right, because he started acting and shit. He started doing more.
But even before he did that, they had already dropped like 4 albums. Like, Drew Hill was already that's what I'm trying to clarify.
And what I'm saying is because of how it happened with Cisco, that's why they don't get brought up.
I get what you're saying. If that's the case, Destiny's Child don't get brought up.
That's cap.
No.
They don't get brought up.
Destiny Child still get played. Cater to you. We still talk about how Michelle got the best verse. What are you talking about?
Cater to you is crazy. But that's what I'm saying though. Drew Hill still has those songs as well. No, that's what I'm saying. No, they do.
The difference is Destiny's Child intentionally.
Drew Hill songs are getting played more than Destiny's Child.
Drew Hill was never gonna go pop though.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean by so many nuances that go into it. Right. I wouldn't compare Drew Hill and Destiny's Child. That's why I said 112.
Well, even
Jagged Edge.
Again, the fucking what's the man Alex? He was able to make his group go to a heighten of phenoms where they're a global.
I got Boys the Men at the top of those groups anyway. When it comes to those groups specifically, I got Boys the Men at the top.
So someone who came out as a solo act but left their group name intact, like it still held up to an individual.
That's
name.
A conversation to have too. Who outside of Beyonce, who else left the group?
Alex Isley, hell, he could still do his solo. He did it.
You can say Omarion.
Omarion,
definitely.
Omarion.
No, because B2K was shite after him, or whatever the group was.
No, but I'm saying, well, we off the group shit. So, like, who left the group and actually held it down? Like, who actually left the group and was successful?
The group still held up, though, because nobody listened to B2K after that. I think it's sad when we say they went solo and the group fell apart after that. I think if they're able to keep the group up.
I think, though, that a lot of times that happens, though, because of the groups are all... It's all one person anyway.
Some groups where it didn't happen.
What I'm saying that is like, you feel what I'm saying? Because with the Locks, right? The Locks equally held. Yes, Jadakiss is known as the most, but the Locks always held their own talent-wise on each individual tracks, and it never looked like one person was the leader as far as the music went. But when it comes to R&B groups, they always have the portrayal of this is the leader and everybody else falls in behind that person. So when that person collapses, it's like, what the fuck do we do from here? Because the same thing happens in the same thing happens in not the group. The same thing happens in white R&B too. Because listen, Justin Timberlake. When Justin Timberlake left NSYNC, NSYNC was over with.
But when NSYNC was in his prime, what's his name? JC was the one that was favored. Timberlake was kind of break out. He was kind of break out success. He ended up clipsing JC. And everybody, they weren't really expecting.
Yeah, we wasn't. I mean, JC was cool, but come on, we saw it from the beginning. Justin Timberlake was different.
But then what's crazy now is through the lens of time, people are looking back like, no,
JC should have been the one. I mean, I guess I'm not signing that because Future Love, Sex Sounds. That's one of the greatest pieces of art ever. Like, Justin Timberlake gave me exactly what he was supposed to give me. Right. So that was one solo career that I am extremely thankful for because nigga JT had me.
Of course. I think it's just more so to say when
now you fucked up letting her titty out, nigga. But
yeah.
But outside of that, nigga, JT, you still the homie.
And I don't want to bring up his name and not bring up that embarrassing ass shit.
Yeah, nah, you fucked up with that.
When we mention her, it's nothing but greatness. You get that smut, bitch.
Who else you got? You got what's your boy name? He a creep though. He a fucking creep. That nigga's a creep. But he also was creeped on by their manager. The same nigga that was with Omarion them, but not with
Raspy?
Marcus Houston.
Marcus Houston. Yeah.
Creepy ass nigga. He a 69 guy.
Don't he got like a
the girl he married to, he fucking know her since she was like 16 or some shit.
Yeah.
He been grooming her since she was like 14 or something.
But to his grace, I will say, I feel like, you know how you got some peers that you've known since high school and they're still in high school, like they just I've met some people, like now that I'm older and I look at how I can still feel 15 even though I'm really 28 in real life.
Hello.
You can see how people are 40 and feel like they have more in common with the 17-year-old than their 40-year-old peers because they actually
but then your 40-year-old logic is supposed to kick into play and say, nah, this out of pocket.
But again, that's what I'm trying to say.
I definitely know some people that
no, I get it.
They don't get it.
I get feeling. I get it, and also that's fair too because you're human. You know what I'm saying? But they're still like.
No, I get.
It's still supposed to kick in like nigga, like you a nasty ass nigga, dog. Like, but you know, what was the shit? Circles, Naked.
Yeah,
Naked was a bop.
Yeah,
Naked was a bop. Hey, and then Omarion dropped that Icebox.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a time, bro, when you went from Naked, when you went from Naked to Icebox to what's the other joint?
By Ray J.
Oh.
One Wish?
Yes.
You knew exactly what I was talking about. On that playlist, you literally had them back to back to back.
Yeah.
If I had one wish, we would be best friends.
Right.
And they had Chris Brown in the background.
Oh yeah.
Run It.
Yep, there you go.
Or excuse me.
Any of his songs.
And then you had Mario. You had Mario.
Oh yeah.
Chris Brown never needed no help.
Mario.
Braid my hair.
It's the solo act.
Braid my hair back in my hood. Feeling good. No worries. Oh,
take it out.
No. Hey, use your hands.
Those like music is really good.
He was a kid singing about braiding my hair.
Oh, what about Sammy though?
Sammy.
Oh,
what was Sammy's joint?
I like the
way you. I like the.
I feel like Trey Songz took what was supposed to be Sammy's.
And Trey Songz wasn't fucking doing that bullshit. Trey Songz would get a lot more credit.
Man.
Trey Songz dropped the ball. He had some. Trey Songz had. Hey, Trey Songz was on the roll, and then all the weird shit started coming out.
Yep.
And now we can't give you your fucking flowers no more, nigga.
Never was going to, you stupid.
Like, nigga, ready?
Right.
Ready?
He need to come back out with
And what was the other one? Pain, Sex, and Love, or whatever. Oh my fucking god!
Jay Holiday came on the thing list.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Holiday.
Hey, that little 2-song running Jay Holiday bad, and what was the other one? Suffocate.
Yeah, suffocate.
Hey, but you know, hey, all right, now that's we in the bag now. We in the bag now. Cause I got some shit for you, right? Who would have thought that the Dream and Neo would have been the ones from that generation to be the ones? Like when Neo and Dream first came out, nobody saw cause first of all, they don't look like the typical R&B niggas. Neither one of them are, you know what I'm saying, Tyrese or them niggas.
Right.
Like Neo literally was a Ninja Turtle and all niggas talked about was his bald head.
Yeah.
But when that nigga came out with, why don't you just stay with me? Honestly. And then Petey came out, hey, when he came out with that shit and then he said, and I'm so sick of love songs. Right, yeah. I said, this nigga got me floored, nigga. I was a kid. Like, my heart is broken. My heart is broken. Right, I did not want to hear no more voicemails.
Right. Well, if I'm being honest, their writing credit is what catapulted them. Like they're behind the
No, but that's credit to them shit. It ain't my fault I could write and sing.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's actually funny. Neo is gonna fuck up his own bag when it comes to that writing shit. With
Because he actually wrote a lot of Beyonce music too.
He wrote all that. Both of them Dream.
He wrote Irreplaceable.
She does not even perform that song anymore ever, and that's why you only have have that one live performance.
Hold on now.
He gets paid when she performs it. And he said something very
ambiguous.
reference to it, so she
and Hov and Beyonce, they keep tabs.
Yeah.
If you know the Trey Songz don't get, and I could be wrong, but I remember this line, and I would never forget this line. And I feel like it was a direct shot at Trey Songz, because Trey Songz was supposed to go on tour with Jay-Z and Kanye, I think it was, or whatever it was. Trey Songz was supposed to go on tour with them, and either he was on tour or he was supposed to go on tour. And I never forget, it was a rumor going around about Trey Songz trying to get at Beyonce. And I forget, Jay-Z said it on one song. He said, "And shoe trigger, stop looking at my B." Dun. And after that, he said, "That's my beat." And I never saw Trey Songz in the public light again. All I saw was bad shit about Trey Songz. Not saying Hov did it, but
no, it was Keke Palmer who was the conduit to me when I started hearing the SA allegations.
Yeah, she cleared that up too. She's like, it won't that he actually like, it was just you know what I'm saying?
The two girl basketball players, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
I don't know their names. Yeah, like Dylan and Scott.
What he did with them?
One of he sexually assaulted them.
Yeah, one of them said he raped her.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right.
Wow.
So what happened from that?
So with Trey Songz, there's
because this is my problem with Trey Songz, right?
And he beat him out.
He's in the news. He's in the news every single year for the same type of stories, but nothing ever happens to him. And I don't think he got money like Diddy.
He
so
did pay away. Like he beat up August Alsina. He paid for that.
Well,
shit
that's different because Trey Songz and Chris Brown been beating up niggas since they was in Virginia growing up. So no, they beat niggas up. I don't know why niggas think R&B niggas they beat niggas up, but I'm talking about like as far as women go.
People who run down on him. That's
no. I'm on Chris Brown's side.
Trey Songz was tweaking out.
That's what but Trey Songz, I'm saying both of them have had issues with beating up on people. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the sexual side of things.
For whatever
the sexual side of things, like the sexual side of things, what is it? How does it keep coming up, but nothing ever happens to him as far as
he's probably playing
why you don't think his money isn't that long? He's not performing. He got fucking money.
He got money.
He ain't got Diddy money now. I don't think Trey Songz got that type of money to do.
He doesn't have that access. All he could do is keep the shit that he did at Bay. He's not doing.
But he keep doing shit every year.
He's paying the people that's accusing him of these things.
He ain't got that much money to keep paying people off. That's what I'm saying. You don't got that much money because Trey. He ain't got. I know y'all think niggas' money is long.
He's low right now. He don't have, like you said, he'd have.
But artists get money by performing. Trey Songz does not have that type of work where he can get paid and not perform.
Radio silent.
He's probably just being smart about who he's.
Correct.
Because that's like Trey Songz. Because to say Trey Songz ain't dropped a hit in years, so you can't say that Trey Songz is like it's off of music.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean. Like artists don't get paid unless you're on tour. Like that's the gist of how artists get paid. Trey Songz is still signed to a label, so he's still contractually like obligated. But they're not letting him drop a project because they know they're not gonna make their money back. So where is Trey Songz getting the money to keep paying people off? It can't be that.
Whoever it is that he's doing, if they are
consent.
Yeah.
No, if they're low enough, I'm not saying.
Oh, their voice not gonna be loud enough.
Yeah. If they,
but there was a whole lawyer that did the whole shit where he got a bunch of, and they were supposed to do the Diddy shit, but it just fell through, right?
No, he paid for that shit to get on. I'm telling you, anything that's came out, he put money up for it. There's not been one alleged suit that's come up or anything that was actual a suit that came up that he didn't pay off. Even with the Keke Palmer situation, that wasn't anything that she was alleging. I mean, that wasn't anything that she was taking up to court, but she alleged it.
Okay, boom. So Trey Songz settled $25 million sexual lawsuit from 2023. I mean, 2020. Okay, 2023.
75
from a party in 2016.
Paid.
25 million, but he not paying it.
Paid.
An unsettled amount. Because he ain't got that much money to do that.
What you got and what I'm going to take whenever you get whatever you got is something totally different. Ask Tasha fucking K.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is my thing, right? So I'm about to go down the list of... So this is what Trey Songz people keep saying, that, you know, they're taking away attention from people that are actually being assaulted. And a lot of these people are just getting over on the system. Basically what they're saying is that he was accused of gender violence, intentional negligent infliction, emotional distress, and false imprisonment. The girl was mostly allegedly raped and sexually assaulted. It's hard. It isn't hard to see what's happening here. It's a shame for genuine victims of assault. Aside from this incident, the 39-year-old has been accused of striking a woman in the face at a strip club, pulling a woman's breast out of her bikini top at a party, choking a woman at an LA home, holding an Instagram model and her friend hostage in her house, raping a woman at Las Vegas hotel, physically attacking a woman in a bowling alley bathroom in the same year, performing non-sexual acts on 2 women while they were passed out in his home last year. However, it is important to note that some of these accusations listed above have been dismissed, settled, or still pending. So, the reason why, I'm just being devil's advocate because as much as we have the guys that are guilty, we literally just saw the woman from Duke that accused the lacrosse players come out multiple years later and said she lied about those 3 men raping her. She lied about it and they went to jail. They were disgraced. They got kicked off the team. Their lives were ruined. And she lied about it on TV.
Black woman at that.
And she was black. That was very disappointing. So we do, I mean, to be fair, and there's a lot of situations where it comes out that a woman lied that don't get the hot headlines that it does when the woman is actually assaulted. So I say that to say this, if nothing has actually happened to him outside of that one settlement he had that was for undisclosed amount, how do we know he's really doing these things?
Exactly.
Because Bill Clinton did it for, not Bill Clinton.
Bill Cosby
did it for how many years?
But and with Bill Cosby,
I did not want to conflate the issue because
but with Bill Cosby though,
innocent people don't pay.
But Bill Cosby is also free because they realized that they locked him up wrongfully. So that's also something to be said.
No, that's
and I'm not saying he's innocent or none of that shit. I'm just saying like from a looking at it from both perspectives.
Just say you're a musician, you're an artist. If you out here and you do something and you start catching heat, right? I know for a fact you're gonna start moving different.
Yeah, well, sure.
You are not even put yourself in a position to be constant.
Yeah, for sure.
That laundry list, maybe some of it.
For sure. Now, to be fair though, you are Trey Songz, and there are women that throw themselves at you and do whatever they want you to do at any given time. We watched Selena Powell talk on a podcast about
conflating the issue. We did it as soon as you finished reading the article. You went to the Duke University. Yeah, it's separate issue, sad situation. Black woman, you fucked up. That's you. Fuck them white niggas.
No, I'm giving both perspective because we lit for 20 minutes. Hold on, because I don't want you to change that. For 25 minutes, I spoke about literally what Trey Songz did and how guys get away with stuff like that. I only spoke about the lacrosse stuff for 5 minutes, if that. So we can't say that I just try to switch to... No, I'm trying to be fair and give a perspective of both sides where he's also free. So I also have to acknowledge the fact that...
Well, yeah, because when you have money, you can have the option
that's an excuse because that's not true because it's a lot of guys that go to jail on a regular basis. It's a lot of guys that go to jail on a regular basis for doing that stuff.
And there's
Mike Tyson went to jail at the height of his career. Tupac went to jail at the height of his career. That never stops the white man from putting you in jail. Let's not act like that's a real thing. Diddy literally can't get bail right now. Diddy can't get bail right now. So we can't say that.
None of his victims want fucking money. They want vindication.
But this is what I'm saying. You can keep saying that, but I'm giving you multiple examples of where it's not the opposite.
Let's stick with Diddy. How many decades did we hear these stories about Diddy?
And that was what money being paid.
He stayed free up until whoever leaked that video of the hotel.
But again, Trey Songz. And I'm not to clarify. I'm not defending Trey Songz at all. I'm specifically just entertaining the conversation of there are always two sides to it. And I'm not a judge and I'm not God, so I can't sit here and call Trey Songz guilty.
Sat on the shit because you're guilty.
But we seen sentiments. We seen sentiments that we knew the stories, but we knew the story behind it where it was consensual. I.e. Kobe.
No, if that was the case, Jay-Z would have been like, you know what?
But that's my money. He was like, but that's my point though. You got situations where it's been consensual and people got money out of it.
Hella records of saying the same shit. At some point, you're gonna want to stand up for your innocence if you're innocent.
But you also would go to jail too. Like if you holding people hostage, when Rick Ross held DJ Vlad hostage, like he went to jail and he had to bail out and he had to spend money on lawyers to get him off of that.
There's no
like you don't just get away with shit. Like you still have to spend the money to get away with it.
There's no point in bringing up settled issues because they went to court. The court decided you pay. So it's not like.
But that was only one case. That's what. Like,
why do you think that number was so fucking high?
Because I just named 20 people. I just named 20 different cases, and you keep talking about one case that was settled.
So $50,000 lawsuit. That was $1 million lawsuit.
But it was for one person. It wasn't for multiple people.
All I know is, how old did you say Trey Songz was?
39.
39 now.
There's come on, like at some point you're going to.
Yeah, no. Trey Songz is shitty. Trey Songz is shitty.
Like, and I think the crazy thing is it's for so long a lot of dudes been able to honestly
get away with shit. Yeah.
That's the big picture right there.
And things are changing now.
Social media changed everything.
Yeah, it's more eyes on everything now. Yeah. That's all it is.
I mean, it ain't changing. Like I said, it's just more eyes.
But
it's more microphones and more eyes. That's all it is for real. Like that's all it is. Because ain't nobody doing nothing different.
Yep.
And again, Trey Songz is dirtbag, shitty person to be in a situation like that. I'm more so speaking to the general idea of there are false accusations that happen on a regular basis.
Don't fucking pay. Don't let.
That's not true. That's not true. Kobe, we literally watched Kobe pay. Kobe didn't rape that girl. It was consensual.
People not to pay what they decided.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. We watched it happen in front of us, and Kobe had to pay, and Kobe was named guilty when we know that wasn't the case.
But that's because Kobe wanted that shit off of him. Some people don't mind the smut if they know their innocence is greater to him. He weighed the two and was like,
what I'm saying is you don't get that opportunity. It doesn't. You telling me Trey Songz could get away with getting away with it, but Kobe couldn't? That doesn't make sense.
What are you saying?
In what world is Trey Songz more powerful than somebody like Kobe, where he's not going to have to?
That's not what's happening.
But that's okay. So then there's the other side of that. So how does he keep getting away with doing crimes like this and being free?
Getting away with what?
Trey Songz is not going to jail for none of this stuff.
Some women don't want to speak up. Some women are too embarrassed. Some women don't want this. These are two different situations.
Okay, so
and then you're talking about someone who is way more high profile. What the fuck are you saying?
Again, we keep saying this like Trey Songz is still not a human at the end of the day, and just because you have a higher profile, you get away with everything. That's not true.
Not to say you get away with everything. You're saying
you don't. That's not true. We watch niggas get arrested on a regular basis, especially people from the black community.
You're saying why did he settle to agreeing to saying he raped that girl and paying her? That's because he knew.
I didn't say. I'm not saying that. I'm not questioning that.
So why would I was saying no? I literally was saying that those who are innocent should not settle. They should not take the money. And you interjected with that comment about Michael Jordan or whatever. Who gives a fuck? If he took the money, that's because he knew it was worth more than paying that shit off and getting that off of his name. Trey Songz, on the other fucking hand, has no choice but to pay the shit off because he knows he's guilty. There is no fight of innocence. Two different separate situations entirely.
I think you're missing my point.
Do not need to.
I think you're missing my point. I think you're missing my point. Let me clarify. Trey Songz does not have enough money to keep paying people off. I know you think that's like a realistic thing, but nobody is that rich to just keep paying off sexual assault.
No one feels that way, right?
Okay.
He has no money, right?
Also on the other end of that, even if he had enough money to pay it off, everybody's not agreeing to be paid off. Can we agree that every woman is not going? Okay.
That's not fine.
So then on the other end of that, right? If he's committing crimes and people are reporting the crimes, how does he keep getting off?
Who is to say that these people are reporting crimes? What we're telling you is
they are reporting the crimes because we literally have the newspaper article of the crimes being reported, but he's not being convicted guilty of anything because stuff is being dismissed. You can't keep saying the same reasons happen every single time it happens. So every single time it happens, the girl doesn't want to talk up, or the girl don't want to be on camera, or the girl get paid off, that can't be the same thing every time.
What I'm saying is, Trey Songz, for a fact, sexually assaults women. He, for a fact, put his hands on people. He, for a fact, is a fucking menace to society. And those charges and the fact that he had to settle, he went to court, he fought, the judge said, fuck you, pay these people, means that he is guilty of the shit, period, point blank. All these other people, those who are innocent, don't fucking take the money. Fight for your fucking rights. If you don't have the option to because you feel like your name is greater than that and you want to sell out, if you want to get the money, or pay the money because you have it to do so, that's your fucking right.
So my question to you is this, because I think this is an internet conversation that a lot of people have anyway. What about the guys? Okay, so where does proof come into play?
Again, those who are innocent.
No. But you made your point on that part. I'm asking you now, where does proof come into play for you? Because all this stuff that we're talking about right now is purely stuff that we heard seeing, like, we don't know. There's no actual evidence for none of this stuff.
When a judge do what they got to do, because they're the ones who decide. It ain't up to, that's what I hate about
wait, hold on. You keep saying that. The judge didn't settle. They settled. They settled out of court. That doesn't always mean a person is guilty. Sometimes that just happens because they don't want to go through.
He ain't got no fucking money, so he either got money to just say fucking.
Because he doesn't have the $25 million. I'm going to settle with you out of court, and to not keep getting my name dragged through the mud. Celebrities and people of that power do that all the time, where they settle even if they're not guilty, but they don't admit their actual guilt. Thug literally just did a plea deal, but didn't admit to his guilt.
He was guilty as fuck.
But he didn't admit to his guilt. It doesn't matter. None of that matters if you don't admit it in the court.
So what are we saying? So what you're saying is Trey Songz was guilty, but because he settled out in court before he
No, first of all, he didn't go to court. That's my point. You keep saying that.
Was in court.
He went to court for a lawsuit and they settled outside of court. The judge didn't have nothing to do with that. Him and that person said, hey, I'm going to pay you this much money if you sign this NDA and never talk about this again.
Right.
That's...
You think that's what happened?
No, that's exactly what happened. That's why they settled out of court.
If your only option is go to court and let the judge decide what happens, or you pay me because you know you're guilty as fuck.
That's not. But you keep saying that. That's not always the case. It's not guaranteed that I'm guilty just because I paid you. Because you have endorsers, you have sponsors, you have contracts, you have partnerships. You're thinking from a scale that he is an entire business. He is a corporation. That's not the. You're missing it.
Behind him or he don't. He got a machine or he don't got a machine.
So the point you just made, he is a business. So that does add a layer of there are people that want to protect that investment.
The label is literally going to pay for the lawyers for you to do it.
If that's the case, if that makes no sense because Jay-Z is the biggest machine. He got a lawsuit just on him recently. Yeah. Did he put money up to shut that up? Because he really could have. He could have said, boom.
They was talking about that for years before Jay-Z finally did the lawsuit. Jaguar Wright been saying it for years before he
came out with a lawsuit though.
Because he actually went on a public platform. She went on Piers Morgan, which is a news station.
With the logic you just made, he has a machine behind him. He has people behind him.
That's not the same point I'm making. That's not the same point I'm making. And Trey Songz is not Jay-Z. That's what you keep missing the point. These levels are different. These levels are different.
At the end of the day,
what makes you think that Diddy can be locked up but Trey Songz can't be locked up? What? I don't get that.
I don't think she's saying that.
At all.
But that's my point, though. What makes you think that Diddy could get away with it, but Trey Songz can't get away with it? What makes you think that Trey Songz has so much power that he can get away with doing stuff that Diddy... Like, that doesn't make sense. If it was video of it being out, it would be out.
Why wouldn't he let the judge decide?
Trey Songz is not Beyonce.
So why didn't he let the judge decide?
Just like he said he's a business, it's just you could tell Trey Songz handle his situation a totally different way than the rest of these niggas handling it right now.
But if you're committing a crime, it does not matter. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't.
If you are committing an actual crime, none of that matters.
It doesn't matter.
If I kidnapped somebody and I kidnapped you and I went to the cops and told them you kidnapped me, none of that matters.
Right.
Because I'm going to prove that you kidnapped me. Y'all not getting that part? Like, I get what you're saying. But the law does not work like that for everybody. He's a black man. They not letting niggas get away with shit.
We're talking about Trey Songz specifically.
Okay, so what makes us think that Trey Songz is just getting away with crimes like he's Trey Songz?
Nobody's saying he's getting away with it.
But that's what you're saying.
I'm saying in America, when you got money, that's exactly what the fuck you can do.
Oh, no, that's a fact. Our president is in the White House. Our president is in the White House.
If you got money, when you do something heinous, depending on how much you got, that shit could be erased like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but again, but Trey Songz is not down this. I refuse. I'm sorry. I want this nigga to be locked up so we can kill this conversation for real. I want him to be locked up. But again, even with me saying that, that's me not knowing no fucking facts and only going off of what I've seen.
You don't have to. Niggas who settle are guilty. Just know that. Fact.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's
not true at all. That's not true.
That's true.
That's not true. That's why people don't like this. That's why people don't like to do shit like that. Because people taking his admission of guilt even though it isn't.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Then don't ride that shit
Like,
out.
I could give you money because I seen you struggle through some shit and I wasn't the cause of the struggle. But I could give you money. Does that mean I'm guilty? No. I'm just trying to help you.
Entirely. Period. What are you talking about?
Listen, okay, right? So we was getting paid.
No, absolutely fucking not. At the end of the day, if you know you didn't do something, why are you taking the easy way out? Take your
because you could lose money with public opinion, just like you just saying right now. You literally, there's nothing that's been proven, but you've already decided Trey Songz is guilty.
the exonerated five or who y'all are, and I appreciate. I know it's hard. Yeah. I know it is tough to stand in your innocence and stand in your truth, but at no cost to your morality or integrity or the public opinion should you be barred. Fuck that. If you know you ain't do this shit, stand on it. Right. They gonna fucking like that black lady years after the fact.
So are you talking to the people that should have took him to jail?
I'm literally talking about the lady, the African American who lied on those 3 Duke students.
I'm talking about all the women though.
Years later, I don't know about all the women. You just brought up that segment, so I'm bringing up her. That lady specifically, all those years later, still felt the need to bring up the fact that that was a fucking lie. So stand on your innocence, because those who know they're lying on you will at some point.
But that's the so what if we come out? What if it comes out? Because this is also a thing that happens when shit like that happens. A lot of people come out of nowhere with fake stories, i.e. Jay-Z.
So I don't have to.
So why is it that
Jay-Z person just said that she lied too, didn't she?
Yes.
What you talking about?
The recent.
Yes.
The recent.
She did. No, the lady.
No, the recent.
I know Jay-Z just came out and said there's too many misconceptions.
But that's my point though. That is my point though. You did all of that. You did all of that.
Jay-Z would have paid. Your point would have been made. But
no, you did all of that.
That nigga said
Jay-Z had to put out a public statement to respond to a fucking lie. Something that somebody just made up. He had to put out a public statement because his investors came to him.
That's not your point. Your point is putting money up. That nigga said, let's go to court. I'm not giving you a drunk fucking dime, which is why the shit got out in the first place, because they was trying to extort him on behind the scenes. He said, I'm not giving you shit. They went public. He said, I'm still not giving you shit.
He put a statement out because they attached it to Diddy. The same lawyer is involved with it.
They're putting up money. That nigga said, I'm standing on my innocence, and I'm not putting up no fucking money. Let's go to court with it. But they can't go to court because there's too many things that's not adding up. So now they're trying to get it dismissed. So that's not your point. Your point is, if he's innocent, innocent people could still put money up. No, they're not.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's not true. That's wild to even think that.
Well, we don't have no. That's not true. To stand on that.
That's not true.
Your example.
That's not true. I just can't think of it personal examples right now, but I know that's not true.
And that's okay. We don't have the examples because the exonerated five, they wasn't an example. They stood on their truth. So. Again, stand on your truth, stand where you stand, don't be bought.
It's almost like the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation.
Very much.
If she never was physically abused to where we could see it, then just say Chris Brown would have never just said, "Here, Rihanna," and gave that money to her and been like, and just been like, "Shh, be quiet."
And then the story came out years later that he was. All right, see, that's what I'm saying. Niggas gotta pay for it in the moment, but when everybody come back and revisit, they be like, oh shit, well, it wasn't just him, it was also her. She actually put her hands on him while he was driving.
I feel like even when that came
and nobody's apologizing to Chris Brown for all the shit they said about him for all these years.
Right, but as a man, he kept beating her, which meant
that's where the fucked up part is at.
As a person, you getting hands put on while you driving. What are we talking about?
You pull over and you get out as a man.
There's no excuse for the contusions that she had in all the areas of her
face. I'm not putting my hands on a woman, but I'm saying when do we ignore the fact that people human?
To what extent? My face.
If he's human,
so why she putting her hand? All right, come on now. So she can put her hands on him while he's driving.
She can't. She was wrong too. She was wrong too. But but
as one-sided. Like
he should have pulled over.
Exactly. It's like now we just supposed to believe everybody just because they say it. But nah, motherfuckers be lying. I had a girl lie on me. That shit really happens. People lie, and you have to defend yourself even if you didn't lie.
You might have got lied on. Trey Songz did. That's who I was talking about.
I don't know if Trey Songz got lied on, so I can't speak on it.
So I said that. I'm sorry. Don't settle. I'm gonna say what I want. Could you settle?
If that's the case, then why you should be saying the same responsibility should go on the victim that's going on the damn person that you saying did it. If you telling me that he shouldn't settle, nigga, you should take me to jail. You shouldn't even be trying to sue me. Take me to jail.
And that's probably how Trey Songz feels.
If you took something from her, if her compensation is you go to jail, if her compensation is a new Birkin, if her compensation is a Bentley, that's her fucking right. You don't get
But you just talked about money. Like you just.
No, I didn't.
But
he put up money because that's what he chose to do with his guilty bitch ass. Period. That's where the money came in at. If he was innocent, he'd have held that right here with his broke ass, like we've been talking about. He'd have held it right here and said, "This is court fees. Sorry, no, can't give it to you." Lawyer going to that. That's what the fuck should happen. No, he's guilty. He said, "Take this little bread, baby. Get your little tits done." She said, "I will," and that's okay if that's her fucking right. He took something and she said, "I'll take that and double the charge."
Is this specific to Trey Songz?
That's the only nigga we was talking about. All these other people, sorry, you got shot.
I think that's what we always get these conversations mixed up because I'm talking about in general because Trey Songz is just a name. I'm talking about in general. I'm not. That's why I feel like you keep getting what I'm talking about in general, a scenario in general. Trey Songz is just the guy that actually has a name in this moment. I'm talking about in general how often there's a false accusation and people just accuse without no actual facts. That's what I'm saying. I've been trying to say that this whole time. Trey Songz is guilty. I never say he wasn't. I'm the one that started off saying he a bitch.
Guilty. That's why he hiding.
It's not to say that you weren't saying he was guilty. It was just some of the points in between. We were pulling hairs a little bit. But even if we do make a generality of it, yes,
I mean, your opinion is your opinion, but your opinion is set in stone. Like your opinion doesn't allow external opinions.
You an article that was fact. So when you're talking about a generality,
but you didn't address the other facts that I said. I mentioned the settlement. The other facts that I mentioned was he had multiple cases and none of them went through. But you're not speaking to those. You're just speaking to the one that he actually settled because you said that admits his guilt. But it's been known that a settlement isn't an admission of guilt. An admission of guilt is an actual admission of guilt.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm telling you is anyone who settles, anyone, Trey Songz, i.e. anyone, every fucking else who settles, I believe is guilty. Absolutely. Stand on your truth. That's what I am. That's what it is.
That's wild.
I feel that.
People set up. People set shit up.
She just got a Sports Illustrated. Cover of Sports Illustrated.
Black women doing things again. Pamela, you didn't get it for us, but black people are gonna make it
in the bag.
Man, I'm so upset about that. Sometimes you gotta I just don't even talk about politics no more right now.
I don't either.
I'm on break until I'm really pissed about that. It really made me want to think about moving. Like I swear to God, bro, it's really sad when you look at the entire scope of how everything just played out in front of us in like real time. Like our actual president is somebody who's actually guilty of these things that we are speaking of.
But because of what?
But even that in its own is crazy because you're talking about a presidential position that, bro, before you couldn't even smoke weed.
Between Amazon and Facebook, they're giving this nigga $3 million to help with the bullshit.
Well, I know why Facebook doing it because now, I feel like he's doing Facebook's work by helping to get rid of TikTok.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which I ain't hating on that. You know what I'm saying?
I need people to start hating on it. TikTok is the only app that allows you to see what is really going on without any screens or biases.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I'm on YouTube every day, and I think that's all algorithm based. I think that's algorithm based. I think that people see
TikTok that we're seeing that we're getting exposed to understand about the wars, the rapes, the trafficking, and things of that nature, and those things that really go on in the peaks and valleys that you really wouldn't know about is from TikToks. Yes, it gets converted over to
that
YouTube.
shit was on Facebook, Instagram, and everything else before TikTok existed.
No.
Yes, they were.
It was on Facebook and someone. They spent big money to show.
Elon too.
And why do you think that is?
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do that. They didn't do that because there is a difference of what TikTok gives people access to in those other places.
From all around the world. You got to think about it. When you're talking about these YouTube apps, those are based off of your algorithm. You're not going to.
That's what I'm saying though. Your algorithm is going to show you what you want to see though.
Exactly. TikTok is not that. You go on TikTok, you will see different shit.
That's how all the algorithms work though. All the algorithms work based off of what you want to see.
App gets used to you. TikTok is the only app where they put shit in your face. You get to see everything at a different atlas. It tells you what's trending in the world, not what you want to see. And that is the difference with these apps. You're gonna see shit. The whole Israelite and fucking Palestine movement. I saw so much shit I didn't need to know, that I didn't want to know.
That's what I'm saying though. That's all over Twitter and they I don't know. I see this shit
on TikTok.
There's a virality to TikTok that is unmatched with any of the other ones, and it is because of the way the algorithm works. It does work different, even though all of them have algorithms.
Well, yeah, I know, because I only got like 100 followers on there, but when I post on there, the videos be going crazy.
They do go crazy.
Apps will give that to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, the political stuff aside, from a business perspective, TikTok is costing these other companies money and they want it gone. And so they're shelling out this.
Well, I'm of the military type, so I look at it from that perspective as well. Nigga, we giving motherfucking a rival country literally our everyday movements. And I know people keep saying everybody has that, but no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
But that's
and then like with TikTok.
That is propaganda.
It's
propaganda
not,
niggas eat the fuck up.
China has...
Yeah. You think somebody looking at us through
all of that stuff is
looking at us
here in America. I don't know why they keep pushing that, but it's It's not going over there to China. I don't know why they keep saying that.
No, China owns this shit. That no, now we not. This is an informed opinion. TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. I don't know why. I don't know where which I seen it.
ByteDance is a parent company.
Yeah.
ByteDance owns, I think, less than 20%. The vast majority of the people that own TikTok are American.
Yeah, but the controlling percentage is China.
The controlling stuff. Nope. Again,
ByteDance is a controlling company. That's the Chinese company.
Propaganda.
But they own less than 20%. Look it up.
Well, why he's doing that again? TikTok, it's really the only peak you have. For the one, news should not be a 24/7 hour circuit. It puts fear in people. It is a fear monger now. News used to go off, believe it or not, before we got all into having to see it all days of the network. Now you got people moonwalking and doing TikToks on the news. News should shut the fuck off at a certain amount of time, but no, they keep pushing shit out. Now you don't know what's real, what's fake, what has an agenda behind it, what's something that's puppeteering for another person. You don't know. So TikTok is your only way to look into the world and see what's Why the fuck do I want to know what's going on in Indonesia from people who in Charlotte recorded from Indonesia?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they own.
Indonesia telling me, hey, we're over here without food. We've been out here without food for 4 months. This is my aunt. She is dying, withering away. That's what TikTok allows you to see, where your tax dollars are not going, where your president candidates.
Why would your tax dollars be going over there though?
I'm not meaning it in that regard. I'm just saying in general. Well, we're giving them money to Israel.
Also, we're not giving money to them. Also,
either fucking way, funding him in whatever sort. They didn't need it for the war or to help with Palestine at all. We were sending efforts.
Yes, that's what I was saying. They own 20%, but that's the controlling stake. So they own the majority of it. I'm literally looking at it. Well, it says wise founders own only 20%. That's the actual controlling stake of TikTok.
20% isn't 20% will never be the majority of anything because it's just.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Now I get it. China has been like ByteDance has been
the only other biggest it's 20% owned by the employees that's around the world. So it's like that's the only other, but the controlling stake is ByteDance.
I'm saying it's not like there's one place that has all this information.
Which is also crazy because BlackRock is a part of ByteDance, which is
and they own everything else. So why not?
Yeah.
Why? You know what else BlackRock has a big hand in? Facebook. You know what else they got a big hand in? Amazon. That's what I'm saying. Like
TikTok is being attacked for.
But ByteDance is Beijing.
ByteDance
is Beijing based though. So
ByteDance is, but that's the only angle. But when you really
look at us having these conversations, this is what we supposed to be doing.
Yeah. But if you really look and you look at where all the data is going, all of that stuff is happening right here on American soil, in Texas.
It's crazy because it's never actually existed in China.
Exactly.
it was first incorporated in California.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. iPhones for a fucking.
They use that to scare people.
Designed here, maybe.
But when you really look and when you really start to follow the money,
from Chinese.
Like,
bloody chicken.
But they also didn't clarify that it was Chinese, and that it wasn't Chinese. So they also didn't clarify.
One thing they gonna always do
is imply
is give you this little bit of grain or salt, even with all that other stuff we just said.
Right.
How they gonna look at you in your face and say, yeah, they only got 20%, but they still control everything.
This is some wild shit though. I ain't gonna hold you because it's basically saying like ByteDance owns TikTok. It's incorporated in Delaware. Based in Culver City, California, but the LLC is controlled. The LLC is controlled by TikTok, which is registered in the Cayman Islands, but it's based in Shanghai. This is what I'm saying, though. This is why it's like if we got to sit here and have this conversation about it, bro. Come on now, come on now. If we got to go through all of this in just one paragraph, it's more to it than just it's owned by.
That's why I said they
That's
don't
why it's a business thing.
It is.
Yeah. When you do that, when you start with ambiguity, you can argue anything.
Yes.
And that's intentional.
Yes.
But when you take that step back and you just really look and you really start to follow the money and look at what's going on, you cannot tell me that you're concerned that all this is happening with TikTok, but you don't have nothing to say. You know who keeps stealing our data? Every other day I wake up, it's a leak from T-Mobile.
Yeah.
It's a leak from Facebook.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a leak for sure.
For sure.
Yep. So again, advocate for TikTok. I know you guys are not.
I ain't advocating for that shit. I ain't advocating for that shit. I ain't advocating for that shit. Niggas need to. Nah, it's done.
Stop up.
January 19th is the day that the decision comes down. January 19th. Fuck that shit.
Because really, what the American companies want is that algorithm, because their algorithm is better than the one here.
Yeah.
And TikTok is like America on a global scale is such a small percentage of it.
Right.
They're not going to sell that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Which again makes it not American.
TikTok shop.
Because if it was American, it would just be
the bees.
Yeah.
The way fucking TikTok
That's why Amazon is trying to show you.
Yeah.
Meta cannot catch a break.
Oh yeah.
Instagram is in the toilet.
Their
numbers are
not no more.
Toilet.
Not no more.
No, it's a lot of people that straight up. They're like, no, Jeff, or not Jeff. Mark, you're not finna bully us into this. People that's just like,
yeah, because he's trying to take over every space.
TikTok shop is something about I ain't gonna get into that. It's more technical, but yeah, TikTok shop is like that. Like I can't even explain how it's different, but it's a different experience. It's live.
I'm gonna be fair. I don't got no problem with TikTok. I just hate how TikTok. I feel like with music, it just affected us in a bad way. Where like popcorn, microwavable music became like the thing to where not everybody expects TikTok music from artists, and it's like, nigga, some of us made real art, and like I shouldn't have to go on no fucking platform just to bring massive eyes to my shit. In comparison to a kid that's in the basement and they made some little.
See, I find that interesting. I find that the fear of evolution.
That's what I'm saying. But you see what you just said. You got to make a TikTok dance.
I was going to say that's the fear of evolution, because you have some artists who are grateful for the fact that their 30-second clip can reach a mass of millions, depending on how good it is, and they love it.
No. I'm not talking about the creators. I'm talking about consumption of music. I'm talking about how people started receiving music. TikTok changed the reception of music and the attention span of how people like things as well, because the attention span now for US Americans is 6 seconds, which is
opposite. I don't feel like TikTok was an effect for the popcorn music. That microwave shit was an effect before.
It's
TikTok
literally a whole category called TikTok rap. It's literally a whole category. It's a whole category for TikTok rap.
I think they go hand in hand though, because before TikTok blew up to what it is today, Instagram led the way.
Right,
they did.
Really, because their clips got shorter.
Yes.
Then they completely got rid of IGTV.
Yeah.
And then it just got shorter and shorter. And so it was a downward.
It's just a cycle, bro. Yeah. All this shit is a cycle, and at some point we're gonna have another platform that's I'm gonna be the first one to add long form content as my primary, and everybody gonna jump on that shit. It's just how the shit go. It's just how the shit go. All right, so we don't win a whole pile without talking about them, but we gotta satisfy, what I'm saying, our base. So I'm gonna start off with Uncle Keith's Road to the Super Bowl. We got an updated list, although I feel like they're not too far off from last week's list. Don't worry, y'all two teams are still in there.
I already know.
I have yet to meet you because I know you place Philly. I don't trust you.
He didn't place Philly anywhere. He just gave me the names. I said that. They are not. Oh, y'all didn't get this. Okay, so the last episode wasn't recorded. So Uncle Keith, shout out to Uncle Keith. Uncle Keith came up with an idea. He said, nephew, y'all should do like weekly rankings for the pod. You and your host should do weekly rankings. And I said, you know what, Uncle Keith, instead of us doing weekly rankings, how about you just give me your top teams every week, and we'll call them Uncle Keith's Road to the Super Bowl. So, up first, not in any ranking.
I wish that could be bolded.
I ain't gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna give it my own rank. I'm gonna just add a rank to it today. Because that's how I'm feeling. Number one.
Don't play with it.
There you go.
Number one. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills ranked number one.
Bias.
Uncle Keith's Road to the Super Bowl. I gotta admit, man, Josh Allen, man, he's doing some incredible stuff these last 5 weeks, man. What have you say about your team?
Enough said.
We're on the podcast, bro.
Hey.
You gotta say words.
You
gotta say words. No, you did that shit earlier when I said introduce yourself. You can't keep doing that. We're on a podcast. Say words. Say words, sir. Say words, sir.
Bills, like,
we're on a podcast. Say words.
They're better than Patrick Mahomes. He's better than Patrick Mahomes. He's better than Lamar Jackson. He's gonna get the MVP. Like,
his numbers still not better than Lamar Jackson's. His numbers is still not better than Lamar Jackson's.
What?
His numbers is still not better than Lamar Jackson.
Still not better than
but
Lamar Jackson.
Go ahead, keep cooking.
But
he's leading his team.
He's the best quarterback in the NFL. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. There's no better thrower of the ball. There's no better.
Okay, next team.
So now you want me to stop talking? Okay.
Next team I got on the list.
You know what I'm saying? Because then he.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
No, we good.
I got a question. Who else on your team is shining? Because y'all have a whole team. It's not just Josh Allen.
We got Cook that's doing this thing. We got the offensive line that's holding it down.
Right.
We got Shakir. He been balling.
He been balling.
Keon Coleman. He been doing his thing.
Y'all gonna give credit to y'all coach because he's really.
Oh yeah, Sean McDermott. He doing his thing. He got to get the defensive side. Down pack. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Any other questions?
That's love. That's love. No, man. I'm just trying to get you to show love to you.
Rise up, baby.
There you go. Show some fucking life for your team, nigga. Like act like you care about them niggas. All right, so next up, I got the Philadelphia Eagles.
You motherfucking should.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's not second. It's a 1-1. It's like a 1A.
So you think y'all better than the Bills for sure?
Absolutely. Right next to the Bills. Relax. Relax.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
Right?
What's your defense for that?
I don't need one. All I
shit.
said go fly against the Steelers. Oh, so many motherfuckers was in my comments telling me everything but they was gonna soar. But guess what happened? I waited until they played and I came back and I said, now what the fuck are we saying?
Because they don't want to talk afterwards. Listen, they never want to talk afterwards. They want to talk all this shit. And you know what else? I'm gonna tell you something else. All you hating ass niggas that only come under my post because you got something negative to say, you don't talk about when I be doing toy drives or doing turkey drives or we be giving clothes away. You don't got nothing positive to say when we be promoting music or I be promoting the pod, but you want to come into my motherfucking comments and complain or argue with me about some shit. Nigga, Lil Wayne is a GOAT. Suck my dick if you don't understand where I'm coming from when I say that motherfucking Kendrick is better. I don't care.
And he apologized. That nigga said, what did I say?
And he apologized. Shout out to Wayne. All right, I just want to get that across. You got anything else you want to say about Philly?
No, y'all just know what we gonna do, and we neck and neck with everything else. We are one, if not 1A. Thanks.
Oh shit! All right, she said it, not me. All right, so I'm just.
And he passed. What's his face? Sorry, really quick. Who's on the Steelers now? Oh my gosh, what's his name?
Wait, Saquon Barkley passed LaShawn McCoy for the most rushing yards in the Philadelphia Eagles season. Yeah. So shout out to him as well. He's on his way to breaking. I think he's gonna break it. Eric Dickerson's record.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts passed Russell Wilson's passing yards.
Oh, for real?
Sorry, yes.
That's fire, because that's like a mentor of some sorts. You know what I'm saying? I think I seen a clip of him giving Russell Wilson credit too, right? Yeah, I love that. Shout out to Russell Wilson. I know people like to talk shit about Russell Wilson, but I fuck with Russell Wilson.
Not over here on this pod.
Yeah, I fuck with Russell Wilson.
Cute the videos.
Yeah. All right. So next up, I got on the rankings. I was gonna say Detroit, but I ain't gonna hold you with that injury to David Montgomery. That kind of hurts. And they defense is kind of they got a lot of missing players.
Yeah, they got a lot of missing players right now. I think they got like 20 something players on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say the Ravens. Yeah. He got the Ravens. My bad. Uncle Keith got the Ravens. He got the Ravens, and then he got Steelers. I don't really agree with the Steelers, but I can see why he thinks that. He's a Steelers fan, so he's kind of delusional, and also the Steelers just know how to fight. Yeah. I got the Ravens, the Texans, which I also thought was a little, but they got the offense to where in one game, he said his exact explanation was in one game the Texans could beat you. And he's not lying. CJ Stroud, Joe Mixon, Nico Collins, they got a core that can definitely beat you in one game. And then that was it. So we got Bills, Kansas City. He got Kansas City. Obviously,
you got to throw Kansas City.
You got to, because I mean they only got one loss and they're the Super Bowl champs.
You got to throw the Vikings in there as well.
The Vikings look dangerous.
They're dangerous.
I would put the Vikings over Texans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll put the Vikings over Texans. Yeah. But shout out to you, Uncle Keith, man. We appreciate the picks. Love you. Keep on sending them through. Keep on sending them through. Right. Basketball.
Game.
Basketball. Did you watch the game last night?
The in-season tournament just finished up yesterday. Giannis won MVP.
I called it, bro.
Yeah,
I called it, bro. I told him in text message.
Looking good right now. They looking like
I said Giannis is playing on the MVP level, bro, and he looks like he's like massively hungry. And I think him and Dame are they finally figuring out. Yeah. Dame got to get a ball up more. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. He got to get a ball up more early to allow everybody else to get into their offense and then go into Dame mode, in the last minutes of the game. Kind of like how Kobe and Shaq was, where Kobe needs to let Shaq cook all game long, and then fourth quarter, it's Kobe time.
What I noticed is that their pace is picking up. and they're moving the ball and they're getting quicker shots.
And Chris is back.
They're getting shots quicker earlier in the shot clock, so it's causing them to get more possessions and allowing Dame to get more shots up.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. They won a chip. Giannis was happy as hell. He said they was in the locker room because every player wins $100,000.
No, I didn't know that.
Every player wins $100,000, and a lot of those guys they ain't balling like that. Some of those guys are on minimum contracts. So Giannis was like, "Let me hold some. Right. Giannis is funny as hell, man. I like him as a character. I don't know why they didn't want to let him be the face, but I like Giannis, man.
I really wish other sports would mimic tennis mindset with paying everyone equal no matter their gender. That's all.
That's tough.
Shut the hell up.
That's tough.
The only difference.
Nah, I don't know. It's tough. That's like saying Caitlin Clark should not be paid the same money as everybody else.
The women will watch the damn shit, but how I'm supposed to watch something that only come on the laptop?
But in the same sense, you got to earn that. The reason why the WNBA, to be fair, WNBA is still a young organization. Like the WNBA,
hit 25 years.
The WNBA is the youngest organization out of all professional. It's not fault. It's not even that. So for comparison, the NFL didn't come out of being in the red until after 40 years. Like teams didn't start making money until 40 plus years, like way down the line.
It's not okay. Like, being in the red means you was gifted and you had to earn to get out of the red. They didn't give that to us.
No, but they have to work. It's not y'all. It's everybody. It's not just like because it's WNBA. Yeah, it's like just as a whole, the way it works in sports, you have to build it up.
But why are y'all fighting against? See,
nobody's fighting against it.
Not y'all. I was about to say arguments like that would be valid if you're telling us that we can't get our own charter flights even if we pay out of pocket.
But in the same sense, you can't. I get what you're saying, but even
working against us.
But even with the play, you got to break it down though. Like to be realistic, like they weren't making any money, and the NBA teams were also giving them money for them to survive.
Because they know that it's the same shit, bro. We working hard, if not harder.
Yeah, but even you wouldn't pour if you had a nigga that you was with, and you constantly giving this nigga money, and ain't nothing coming out of that. You're not making nothing back. He not getting nowhere. He not moving forward.
Make sure I'm not just setting you up with the finances. There's no fucking reason I can go.
But you still have to spend finances to do that.
I can go to the sports bar and they gonna be playing the niggas on every fucking screen, and I gotta go to the corner where there's a leaky.
But in order to get that, that doesn't come from the league. That comes from ESPN. That comes from all of them.
Again, I can't shrink. When the WNBA season was going on and I was watching the fucking league, I had to get a league pass.
Right, because of the deal, and the deal was before Caitlin Clark came into the league. So now they working with the new deal.
They didn't expect us to have a Caitlin Clark. They're working against us, and now
nobody's working against nobody. That's what I'm trying to correct you. Nobody is working because the NBA wants the WNBA to succeed. They're a subsidiary. Like they've been putting money into the WNBA to succeed for years. It's just they didn't figure out the marketing. And truth be told, Caitlin Clark.
Where we could see the shit. I didn't know bitches was dripping.
Nah, I can't say.
Also, the product back then wasn't as good as it is right now.
Why do we got?
It's not that, bro. It's literally. It's just the reality of the situation, bro. It's different because the eyes is just different. It's just the gist of the matter. Every sport, if you have somebody to bring more eyes to it, that's just the gist of what's going to happen because of social media nowadays. Literally, you can't. It's nobody's fault. It's just society. It's society's fault if you want to be real. If you want to be real, it's society's fault for not watching women's basketball.
That's why I grew up hearing about Lisa Leslie and all of these women.
I watched these women. I watched the WNBA season after season.
So that means we had the fucking. We was outside hooping.
That's what I'm saying though. But like the product. But you gotta have something to sell.
Good, she was making cameos in fucking Sister.
You gotta have, but and it was doing well, but it still wasn't making. And that's just
because they was setting up the gift. They didn't want the.
Come on now, we talking about only the United States of America.
Dainty.
Yeah.
To see us
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm talking about the United States of America where men fucking rule the world.
Okay, so keep up with their they sadistic than that, and you know it. They wanted.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's the facts.
No, right. if we gonna have the eyes of America, this is what it was. They wanted black boys to know you could be a drug dealer, you could be a hooper. Either way, you can be under the eyes of a white man. They did not want black women to know we could be anything. They didn't want us to know we could be athletic and putting our hair back in a ponytail and really dogging on these niggas. They didn't want that shit. They was not putting it on their top television.
Because it wasn't that saying it was a kid.
Who is they? Because that's just a broad statement. Because they had to be they. Because men invested into the WNBA to make the WNBA become a thing.
I mean, there's a lot more, lesbians in the WNBA, so they didn't want to push that.
And that's okay.
But now
you working against us. That's all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shit. Because we was hoping. But
I mean,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Love the Basketball wouldn't have been as big of a movie if we didn't see the.
First of all, that's
exactly.
Love and Basketball is an ass movie. I hate that movie.
Okay, now we ain't gonna, because I'll agree with you, but I want to beef with you right now.
I want you to beef with me. Because for somebody that's always preaching motherfucking, that shit is a toxic ass fucking terrible movie. That movie is terrible for niggas to learn from.
Don't do that. Don't do
no,
that.
that movie is terrible.
It's a great movie, but
it's a great movie, but don't do that. It has its moments.
Man, that nigga Q was a bum. He treated her like shit.
He was a bum.
That shit was a terrible idea for me to see as a black boy.
So don't say that because.
But that's my point though. We grew up watching that shit thinking it was right. That's my problem with it.
It was right.
We thought it was right. As a black boy, I watched that shit thinking that shit was cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all can't see it from my perspective because you're a woman. But as a black boy, I was told Q was cool. He was hooping at USC. He was going to the league. He had all these girls on him. But I couldn't tell he was treating the one girl that cared about him wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that shit was terrible for me.
And that movie
Baby
also
Boy,
makes my point.
that nigga was terrible. Great movie, but them niggas was ass.
Baby Boy is a horrible movie.
Ass. Waist Deep was a better movie than fucking Baby Boy.
Say what?
I love to watch Begins, so I can't.
No, don't get me wrong. The movies are great. Yeah. They are great works of art. I'm talking about the actual.
Baby Boy is ass from the actual credits.
No. The acting is great. No. I'm not. Let me separate the art from what I'm saying. I'm saying the movie is ass because the idea that it's set for us and thinking that shit was cool.
I get you.
But the actual movie is fire. No. Don't get me wrong.
Opening up a scene with a grown ass man in a fallopian tube is ass.
I hate the opening to Baby Boy. That shit always makes me mad. Like every time, like, what is this? The fucking Matrix? Why are we seeing this shit? That reminds me of the beginning of the Matrix. Like, why are we watching this?
You could have had that nigga in a fucking crib. Don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, but nah, that's one of the things where, like, when you was on a writing board, you should have said, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. That's not a good idea.
I was so lost.
That shit, because then you didn't do it for the rest of the movie. You ain't saw that shit in the rest of the movie. He just came out and was shitty as fuck.
Nobody referred to him as a baby boy.
Out the fallopian tube, he's just terrible.
Somebody was just trying to be ass.
But to be fair, that nigga was only like 19.
Really?
Yes, he was only like 19. So to be fair, we got to put that in perspective.
Well, that makes me mad even more. Why is his wife so grown up? Let that nigga live.
Exactly, like he had too much responsibility at 19.
I was gonna say, that nigga was 54 hard.
You know what? All right, you know what? Let me be fair. It was a great movie because it was a very good depiction of what really goes on. Because I'll be honest, as an adult, I've watched Baby Boy and said, damn.
A lot of your friends.
Exactly.
Not even a lot of my friends. I was raised by my mother for majority of my life. So I had I'm not like him. He a ho-ho. Right. But it's certain things that I know I picked up from being raised by my mother and being mainly raised by women.
That's a discussion one night.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you raised by women, you have a different mindset. Yeah. And I didn't know that until I dated certain type of women who weren't. They thought I was a sucker with how I was moving. Cause like I was women centric. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I wouldn't stand up for myself. And you call me a bitch ass nigga. Now I'm like, who you talking to? Why you talking to me like that? But instead of why you talking to me like that, I should have just been like, yo, you ain't talking to me like that. You got me fucked up.
If we speak on that topic, it's gonna have to be on a pod that's behind a paywall because I have a boyfriend.
Oh shit.
And he be there.
Nigga, he gonna subscribe to the pod too. Pay up, nigga. Yeah. Subscribe too, nigga. You think I date girls that don't buy my album? You better go on Bandcamp and buy my shit.
Have you ever said some shit about presently being in a relationship and felt like, I don't know how that's going to fare well when they see that. I don't have that experience.
This is a discussion.
See, this is why I meet all the time. This is why I meet all the time. I meet all the time. So like, I used to do that where now I'm literally me all the time. Unless I'm in front of that screen and I have to portray a character, I'm me. But I'm also straightforward. I communicate very well. I kind of like, I try to give people a barrier or like a brace to know like this is who I am. But I'm very apologetic too. If I do something wrong, I'm also owning up to it. I think accountability is a thing.
Trying to protect her relationship.
Man,
yeah, I was about to say it has nothing about being transparent. I'm transparent to a fault because I be thinking because I'm so candid in our relationship, I can bring it here, and it's just that it just ain't that. So it's okay with me being Jessica, but I'm still Jessica who belongs to someone who would rather things be behind.
Look at that. Keep her in line, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about.
I was raised by both parents, and I know what it is to mutually respect someone. Because he
keep her in line, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. We wrapping up.
Discussion is fine.
To Louis, just been dating for 4 months. I like that.
Is it long term?
It's long distance.
Long distance.
But wait, you was just talking shit about Travis and his girl.
Oh yeah, she's an idiot gal. But that's because she's like I told you, she's not. Like I said,
you see a contradiction? You see a contradiction?
Absolutely not. I'm standing up for mine as a black woman.
What about him?
What about
him? You gonna look at him as Travis Hunter? Hey, turn the pot off, bro. Turn the pot off, bro.
For one, if my man comes into the room to tell me where's the bathroom, I'm standing up to give him directions. That little bitch, being a Byron, she took her moment and she
respectfully. Respectfully. That's why you in a relationship. Yeah. Because women that don't do shit like that.
You should have been on the edge of the seat, to be honest.
Do you understand? Waiting for.
See, y'all different though. A lot of these women are different these days. A lot of these women don't have the coof to even look at, like, I think people dating niggas that they don't even really want for real.
20s, they're young.
Yeah, they definitely young. They probably 20. But
if you
21, 22.
was raised right, you would.
Again, y'all, it would have been an airhead moment if not, bitch. Why are you here then? What is the occasion for you to be dressed up?
I think it's just the fact that people think that she's white. If she was any other color, like.
No, if she was black, they be going in on her.
She's black. She don't even look white.
She looks mixed. She's black and Mexican.
But this was intentionally done by her. That's what I want y'all to understand.
Yeah. Jess be so solid on her takes. Like, she don't give no grace for any question. She said this was on purpose and she knows it. That's what kills me. This is what's gonna kill me this whole podcast. What's gonna kill me this whole podcast is when Jess talks and she has such a sureness.
Absolutely.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I know what it sounds like because that's me. I'm 100% sure this is how Eddie and the niggas look at me. I'm 100% sure that's how these niggas look at me. That's why I'm not offended. That's why I understand it, and now I'm like, oh, I get it.
The female perspective. I'm gonna always give you the gaze from the female.
You are me on a pod. Yeah, we are like.
We're talking about this bitch for 2 days.
Fuck him up, Jess. Fuck him up, Jess. Squabble up.
And the only difference between her and Kaya is the bitch didn't have to do much. So
hey, I got Jess against all y'all podcasters. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but y'all don't want no smoke. And we educated over here. We talk about real shit.
Prolific dissertations at all times.
Prolific Dissertations is the motherfucking podcast episode title. Boom. Prolific. What'd you say again?
Dissertation.
Let me write that down. And we can say prolific dissertations and spell that shit.
Yes,
fuck you talking about. We smart. Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shut up. This is episode 7 of On the Ave podcast. I am Broadway Louis. I got my people with me, you know what I'm saying? Jess, Gigi, Eddie.
What's up?
Thank y'all for rocking with us. Shout out to Spaz. We know you out here. Will, thank you for all the work you do. Subscribe to the podcast. Yeah. Subscribe, like, comment. Please show your support. Salute.
Broadway. Hey, walk down for a talk. Married to the game, no time for divorce. Get lost in the flow. Man, I done kept my eyes on the prize, seeing signs like a ghost. On my grind from the go. That's a prize you ain't know. That the down was a goat. I be right at your throat.